Γεια σας, καλησπέρα σας, καλώς ορίσατε στο κανάλι μας, το A2THEPSHOW. Είμαι εδώ με τον Πέτρο και τον φίλο μου τον Στέφανο και ο Πέτρος είναι φίλος μου, it sounded bad then. Κάνετε like, subscribe, να είσαστε new to the channel και κάνετε το share across all your social media platforms. We are 2 away from 300. I don't know if you saw that there, Stefan, but we are 2 away. So yeah, let's try and get it done tonight. Now come in and subscribe to get it up to 300 by tonight. Anyway, να μιλήσουμε απόψε για το παιχνίδι εχθές, Paralimini and Omonoia. Τι να πούμε ρε παιδιά, didn't see anything surprise me. Ήταν τα ίδια. Το πρώτο μήχρονο, I was bored. Εντάξει, ήμουν δουλειά as well, so I was trying to watch it while I was working. I didn't see anything in the first half that made me feel good. It made me feel bored. Εντάξει, το δεύτερο, we obviously got the breakthrough. Cypriot's goal, the finish was nice. Okay, what does it mean? Nothing much. But πες μας να μου νομίζετε και εσείς δυο. I'll start with Pedro.
No, it means something because you are 2 points behind the third place. Με τη ισοπαλία που πιάνει η ΑΕΚ σήμερα. Εντάξει, εγώ να το πω λίγο αντίθετα. Ναι, ήμουν το πρώτο μικρόνο, αλλά εντάξει, όταν μια ομάδα παίζει με 11 παίκτες μπροστά από τον πορτάρι, δεν είναι και το πιο εύκολο πράγμα να διασπάσεις έτσι άμυνα. Εντάξει, γιατί η Ένωση δεν ήθελε να βγει καθόλου μπρος. Η έννοια της ήταν να με φάει τον γκολ. Και κατάφεραν, εντάξει, ήταν δύσκολο. Δηλαδή, έτσι, πως ήταν πολλά κλειστοί χώροι να βρεις τρόπο να παίξεις. Και όμως τρόπος που έμπορες να βάλεις γκολ σε έτσι ομάδες ήταν που στατική φάση. Εντάξει, ευτυχώς καταφέραμε, σκοράραμε τον γκολ και εγώ εντιαμέ ύστερα που μου άρεσε, γιατί μετά που βάλεις έναν γκολ και πιάνεις το momentum, ναι με να παίξω λίγο συντηρητικά, αλλά για μότο, με την Ένωση που παίζω. Είναι τα συντηρητικά να πει.
Καλησπέρα Μουρέκη.
Γεια σου, Μουρέκε μου.
Μουρέκε μου. Καλησπέρα, παίζεις στις άμυνες.
Όταν βάλεις τον γκολ και αντί να πάεις να βάλεις το δεύτερο και ύστερα να κάνεις το συντηρητικό παιχνίδι που θέλεις, βάλαμε τον γκολ και εκείνο ήταν. Κάτσαμε πίσω και προσέχουμε τα νότα μας με την Ένωση.
Όποιος θέλει να μπει, more than welcome.
Εντάξει, ευτυχώς σκοράραμε ένα τυχερό γκολ με το Σίμιτ. Εντάξει, η πρώτη ευκαιρία της Ένωσης πότε είναι στο 90-91.
Ήταν τελειωμένο το βίντεο.
Αλλά πάλι, τούτο που θέλω να πω ότι η πρώτη ευκαιρία ήταν στο 91. Φαντάστε να ήταν το παιχνίδι στο 1-0, ας πούμε.
Ευτυχώς
πήραν το αίμα μας πίσω. Εντάξει, πήραμε το αίμα μας πίσω. Εντάξει, το πιο σημαντικό έργο πήγαινε 3 βαθμοί. 2 βαθμούς πίσω από την τρίτη θέση. Έχουμε άλλα 3 παιχνίδια ευνοϊκά. Πρέπει να τα δέρουμε. Και για μένα δεν έχω να σας πω. Για το Σέρι θα μιλήσουμε πιο μετά.
Ναι.
Γιατί θέλω να κάνω 2 συγκρίσεις. Όχι εκείνο που έβαλε η Ομόνοια σήμερα, έναν άλλο. Όπως όχι. Να τα πούμε μετά για το Σέρι. Στέφανε.
Εντάξει. Για λίγο το πρώτο μήχρονο και λίγο για πας στο τέλος του δεύτερου μήχρονου, πριν βρει το δεύτερο γκολ. Δεν ήταν και η καλύτερη εμφάνιση. Να το πω και αλήθεια, δεν ήταν η καλύτερη εμφάνιση, αλλά σε αυτό το σημείο είτε είναι καλές σου εμφανίσεις, είτε είναι άσχημες, είναι οι 3 βαθμοί. Και τον που λαλούμε και ένα 0 να κερτούμε, φτάνει να πάρουμε τους 3 βαθμούς, όπως και αν παίξεις. Σε έτσι δύσκολο παιχνίδι, με μια ομάδα που που σέδερε φυσικά και μια ομάδα που σε κλειστούς χώρους και εμείς δυσκολευκούμαστε με κλειστούς χώρους θα είναι εύκολο καθόλου. Εντάξει, παίζαμε πολλές σέντρες τα πρώτα λεπτά και το γκολ ήταν που σέντρα, το δεύτερο ήταν που προθυμένη. Δεν έκαναμε και πολλά εμείς, να σου πω την αλήθεια. Εκτός που γίνουν, ούτε πολλές ευκαιρίες που θυμούμε, αλλά εντάξει. Εν τούτο το ότι πήρε στους 3 βαθμούς αμυντικά, εντάξει, έτσι όπως ότι απείλησε σε τίποτε η Ένωση, έχει την ευκαιρία της πας στο τέλος, αλλά πήλω και τα προηγούμενα παιχνίδια, αμυντικά ούτε τρώει στέρματα, εύκολα, τώρα τελευταία, το καλό σου. Το ένα πράγμα που χωρώ, μετά το παιχνίδι με την ανόρθωση, ήταν η τελευταία φορά που φάεις γκολ. So, έχει έναν improvement μες στην ομάδα. Τώρα να κινήσουμε την τρίτη θέση. Έπιανε ισοπαλία ΑΕΚ που καλόν τούτο για να φτάσεις τσάμε. Και που κάνουμε και έτσι όπου πάεις. Μετά από την τρίτη θέση. Τώρα έχουμε πολλά σημαντικό παιχνίδι την τρίτη. Δεν νόμι.
Εγώ νομίζω πιο σημαντικό και το παιχνίδι με την τρίτη που έρχεται παρά από στο ευρωπαϊκό. Because it's like, πάντα like ο Πέτρο, are we going to win that? Not really. Εντάξει, we want to beat Buffalo and go through the next round. Αλλά the cup is something realistically we can win. So, γίνω πιο σημαντικό. Yeah.
Σίγουρα. Σίγουρα, επειδή δέρεις είσαι στα ημιτελικά. Και είσαι, νομίζω, σε δύο παιχνίδια στα ημιτελικά. Εντάξει. Να μην είναι πολύ εύκολο. Ξερτάνε με το τζαμπέξεις.
Ξέρει, who can we face? Ξέρουμε ακόμα, ξέρουμε.
Ξέρω, ρε. Αν εντρώ. Αν εντρώ. Μπορεί να εντρώ, νομίζω. Πρέπει να είναι κλήρωση.
Πέτρο, ξέρεις εσύ?
Δεν έχω ιδέα, ρε φίλε. Δεν έχω ιδέα. Ειλικρινά.
Yeah. Who's left in it anyway? Ποιος είναι μες στο κύπελλο ακόμα?
Ούλης οι μεγάλες, η πρώτη εξάδα.
Ναι. Ανόρθωση, Απόλλων, ΑΕΚ, ΑΕΛ, ΑΠΟΕΛ.
ΑΠΟΕΛ και Πάφος.
Ναι, επειδή ήταν Παφοάρη που παίζασαι.
Ναι, και έφυγε ο άλλος.
Ναι.
Τώρα παίζανε Πάφος, ΑΠΟΕΛ, ναι. ΑΠΟΕΛ Πάφος.
Πάφος.
Και Ανόρθωση Απόλλωνα.
Εντάξει, δεν πειράζει. Να μου νομίζετε για την τρίτη, να πάτε?
Ναι.
Δεν μπορώ. Μακάρα μπορώ. Δεν μπορώ.
Γιατί ρε?
Σκουλ.
Έχει θκιάβασμα το μωρό.
Έχει θκιάβασμα. Important things. Είναι τελευταία χρονιά.
Ρε, άιστο που του φαίνεται, είναι ο δεύτερος Άινστάιν.
Έμεινε και ο Παραλίμνη. Αλλά εντάξει, παίζει με ΑΕΚ, so whatever.
Ναι, ΑΕΚ Παραλίμνη, ναι, για κατοικία σε άλλα. Το λοιπόν, ρε κοπέλια, πάμε στη φάση τη μεγάλη. Το λοιπόν, ήμουν εχθές που βλέπαμε τη μάπα, ήμασταν καμιά δεκαρκάτομα, πάρε και εμείς πίτσες μας, το αντάλλο, και δύο ήταν παδί της Ένωσης, φίλοι μου. Ήρθαν από τη Σωτήρα και ήρθαν τα κάτω, παράμε τη μάπα.
Μα έχουν δύο παδούς. Έχουν δύο παδούς.
Ναι, έχουν.
Διαφάν.
Και ο Λουλί ήρθαν εύκολο. Και ο παραπάνω.
Anyway, sorry, I had to get that in.
Εντάξει, όπως επέχτηκε η φάση, δεν καταλάβαμε εμείς να που γίνηκε. Τώρα λοιπόν βλέπουμε το replay. Πέναρτη, ούλοι, δεν είχε κανένας να πει το αντίθετο. Πέναρτη. Μόνο που είδαμε τη φάση, μόνο που είδαμε το Παναΐστου, τους οπαδός της Ένωσης, μόλις είδε τη φάση και πίνει ο διαιτής ο τρόπος που πήγε, δηλαδή μες θα το όκυλα. Να τώρα δεν μπορεί με το όχι. Ρε θα το όχι λαλί μου. Δεν τον τώρα σκάμει πας στο VAR. Δεν τον τώρα σκάμει τα σέρκα το έντος εν έντος. Θα το όχι λαλί μου. Παίρνει την το λεπτό και το όχι. Δηλαδή, πόσο φως φανάρι πρέπει να γίνει μια φάση για την Ομόνοια, μιλούμε τώρα, για να όχι έτσι πέναρτη. Εναντίον μας, όπως εύκαλε η Ομόνοια και το βίντεο, εναντίον μας με τον Άρη έωκεντα. Δεν διαφορά έχει δηλαδή, και το πέναρτη που του Άρη εναντίον μας με τούτο εχθές. Και σας λέω εγώ τώρα, φαντάστηκες να πιάναμε καμιά ισοπαλία ή να τις ετρώαμε, να μπορούσε να γίνει με την κουέντα του πέναρτη.
Ακόμα, αν τα γέραμε και ή έτσι να μου γίνει σκέδι.
Καλά κάνουν. Αλλά εγώ λαλό σου φαντάσου εμένα δέρναμε.
Ένα χειρότερα.
Μπράβο. Λοιπόν, έβλεπα το παιχνίδι με την ΑΕΚ με την Όρθωση. Ωραίο παιχνιδάκι. Ωραίο παιχνιδάκι. Είδε κανένα το τέρμα της ΑΕΚ το πρώτο εντός έμπηκε.
Που χέρι.
Το μίστο. Ναι. Χέρι. Έγινε και μια κόντρα για μέ. Ήρθε και έθελε το παίχτη της ΑΕΚ. Άθελα του φυσικά γιατί ήταν πολλά γλυκόρα η φάση. Εγώ και η μάπα πάω στο χέρι του και στρώηκε του μπροστά. Το λοιπόν. Και φάντο η Όρθωση. VAR καλέσε. Όχι, δεν τον εκάλεσε το VAR. Είπεν του το VAR ότι
απλά τσάκαρε το που το μικρόφωνο και είπε μετρέτε. Εντάξει.
Λοιπόν, για μένα, προσωπικά, για μένα ήταν καθαρό share.
Ναι.
Το λοιπόν. Και εγώ λέω τώρα, αν η Ανόρθωση έχανε απόψε.
Σε μιούτ. Τόμι, σε μιούτ. Ένα κοντό, Τόμι. Ας να μιλήσει.
Εν το πρώτο ξα το δεύτερο γκολ. Ποιο γκολ ήταν που έβαλα στην αρχή? Το πρώτο.
Ναι.
Φαντάστης να μην έπιανε η τοπαλία Ανόρθωση που εγώ δεν ήθελα να πιάει, για να λέμε ειλικρινείς. Εγώ δεν ήθελα να πιάει, εγώ ήθελα να εισφάει. Και γιατί? Γιατί το ξαφνικά γίνηκαν όλοι από ελίστες τώρα. Ξαφνικά γίνηκαν όλοι φίλοι του ΑΠΟΕΛ. Και όχι μόνο φίλοι του ΑΠΟΕΛ, έβαλαν και τον πρόδρομο να εκπροσωπεί τις άλλες της ομάδας. Το λοιπόν. Εγώ ήθελα να τις φάει για να δω όταν που ήταν να πούσει. Μπράβο τους όμως που ισοφαρίζαν. Μπράβο τους. Επαλέψαν το. Μπράβο τους. Αλλά ξαφνικά γίνηκαν όλοι φίλοι από ελίστες τώρα. Αλλά αν τις έτρωνε η ομάδα τους όμως, για εκείνη τη φάση, είχα πολλά μια διαπορία να δω όταν που ήταν να πούσει. Ήταν να σχίζουν τον κόλο τους, μα η διαιτησία έκρινε τον αγώνα. Αν έχετε πρόβλημα με τη διαιτησία οποιαδήποτε ομάδα, γιατί να έρχεστε κοντά στην Ομονία καλό, να υποστηρίξετε.
Έτσι ήταν να σε υποστηρίξει. Πάντα να σε πατούν πόλεμο. Δεν έχει υποστηρίξει η Ομονία.
Τότε να βγάλουν φάουσα και να με φουνάζουν. Να βγάλουν φάουσα και να με φουνάζουν η διαιτησία καλό. Αφού δεν έχουν πρόβλημα. Να μου είναι, δεν το καταλάβω. Αφού αρέσει και τους που γεννήσκεται, να μην παραπονιούνται η διαιτησία καλό. Έχεις παράπονο? Έλα μαζί με την Ομονία. Γιατί δεν έρχεσαι? Μόνο να φοράζεις? Πορτουσάουρους, ελάτε κοντά. Βοηθάτε την προσπάθεια που κάνει η διοίκηση, η Ομονία.
Γιατί δεν έρχονται? Επειδή είσαι η Ομονία και είσαι αριστερή.
Αλλά αφού ήβρα σύμμαχο τώρα το άλλο τον μπάσταρτο τον πρόδρομο που έκαμε μας και χάρες τόσα χρόνια, έτσι είπε, έκαμε μας χάρες που έπιαμε το πρωτάθλημα, όχι πως εγκινδύνευκε η ομάδα του να βγει και εκτός Ευρώπης, γι' αυτό ήθελε να διακοπεί το πρωτάθλημα, και είπε το ότι μετάνιωσα που αποφάσισα να διακοπεί το πρωτάθλημα, σαν που εκείνος αποφάσισε να μπορούσε να γίνει. Γιατί είναι μέτρανη γνώμη των άλλων 15 ομάδων. Επειδή ήμουν πρώτος, σταματήσαν. Ναι, σταμάτησε. Όχι επειδή είπαν όλοι, επειδή είπαν Τζίνος, πρώτο το ξεκαθαρίζουμε. Είπε Τζίνος ο Βλάκας, πρέπει να σταματήσει το πρωτάθλημα. Σταμάτησε. Όχι πως είπαν και γιατί. Το λοιπόν. Έκαμε μας χάρη δηλαδή, ότι σφάσε το πρωτάθλημα και ότι ξέρω ότι αυτή είναι Ομόνια Ευρώπη για πρώτη φορά που έχει Ελεντζίνος.
Ναι, έφυγε. Η Κουσάρη έτσι πρέπει να το κάνει.
Καλά μου λέει.
Κύριε Κουσάρη, ναι.
Τέλος πάντων, συνεχίζω. Δηλαδή, ύστερα που ήταν ότι και η Ομόνια που είχε πρόβλημα, καμιά ομάδα δεν διαμαρτυρήθηκε. Πού να διαμαρτυρηθείς ρε πεζεβέγγι αφού και σου έκλεφκες τα ριάλια ρε. Μπάσταρτε να διαμαρτυρηθείς ότι κλέφεις ριάλια από χώρο.
Ποιο ρε ξημαρός είναι. Ρε,
να μου
άλλε
πούν
τώρα.
τώρα. Περίμενε ρε Στέφανε, περίμενε. Η Ομόνια όμως, κύριε Μανιτάρη Μπαστουρμάντα που λέσε, η Ομόνια εξεχρέωσε όμως. Η Ομόνια δεν στάκει στη μαφία που κάνει σε σούνι. Επικέρωσε τα χρέη της. Σαν μια κανονική ομάδα. Εσύ ρε μπάσταρτε, γιατί εμπειρώνεις. Και ήρθες τώρα να μας παίξεις και το θύμα. Να μας πεις, να που θέλει να σου τα χαρίσουμε. Να που θέλεις.
Τον καιρό.
Και άλλες ομάδες. Και άλλες 4 ομάδες. Και έτσι τα γουλάμε την Ομόνια, γιατί η Ομόνια κάνει το μοφόρο. Ναι ρε, γιατί η Ομόνια πκερώνει ρε. Οι άλλες 18 ομάδες πκερώνουν ρε. Και δεν έχουν πρόβλημα. Εσύ γιατί με πκερώνεις, ποιος εμπούσε δηλαδή. Και κάμε τούλοι τους έξυπνους αντίον της Ομόνιας. Να τα πκερώσετε ρε. Να τα πκερώσετε ρε κολόπια, ούλοι σας.
Και αν δεν τα πκερώσουν, πως πατστούν. Τον καιρό.
Είναι που είναι τα πκερώσουν τα κολόπια. Και οι όνοι δεν χρειάζονται με τούτους που εμπκερώνουν. Οι όνοι χρειάζονται παραπάνω με τις ομάδες που πληρούν όλα τα κριτήρια. Γιατί δεν υποστήριξε μια την Ομόνια ρε. Ότι συνέρεσε δίκαιο η Ομόνια ρε. Εμείς πκερώνουμε γιατί με εμπκερώσουν κι άλλοι. Ούτε ένας δεν υποστήριξε την Ομόνια. Κανένας.
Ούλοι σύλλοι μια γενιά. Και τώρα σύνον τούτο. Και τώρα σύνον ρε τούτοι ούλοι που είναι μια γλυκά. Τούτο ξέρουμε το. Αλλά να μου ήταν. Τον καιρό που χρωστούσαμε εμείς ένα σχιστοριάκια ήταν καλά για εκείνους. Και έπρεπε να σιωπήσουμε για να περάσουν τα κριτήρια και τον αντάλλον και τον αντάλλον. Ξέρω ότι πρέπει να κυρώνουμε νουλά εμείς αναγκασμένα επειδή έτσι θέλουν εκείνοι. Αλλά δεν έρχεται ο Παπασταύρου, είσαι να κλείσουμε εμείς.
Άνετα, πόσο καιρό ήταν ο κόσμος της Ομόνιας να διάρκει.
Τούτοι είναι μπάσταρτοι και χρωστούν 40 και εκατομμύρια και τους λαλεί κανένας τίποτε. Και έχουν και παράπονο.
Ναι, έχουν και παράπονο γιατί να πούμε τα χρέη τους. Άκου τα κολόπια.
Τώρα ρε.
Αλλά αφού έχεις έναν μπάσταρτο παραπάνω από τον άλλον μπάσταρτο, τον Γκούμα που είναι παραπάνω μπάσταρτος από τον πρότρομο, από ελίστας και εκείνος, είναι να καλύψει το φιλούιν του. Τώρα ένας που σκιώ γαμεί τον άλλον τώρα, έτσι καταλάβω. Κάποιος γαμεί ποιον τώρα, ένας που σκιώ μεταξύ τους. Έτσι πρέπει. Αλλά, αφού πριν τον Γκούμα, είχε τον άλλον, τέλος πάντων, πέχανε με που καμία κουβέντα παραπάνω, τον Κουτσοκούμνη, άλλος από ελίστας και εκείνος. Έχωνα τα τόσα χρόνια. Τόσα χρόνια έχωναν τα. Τώρα που φτιάχνει τη φορά τους άρεσε. Μα ποια είναι η Ομόνια να βγάλει τη φορά. Ποια είναι η Ομόνια. Η Ομόνια είναι η ομάδα μαζί με και άλλες ομάδες που πληρώνουν στην ώρα τους τις υποχρεώσεις τους. Όπως κάνει ο κάθε πολίτης που αν δεν καιρώσει, πάρτε τον μέσα, όπως είπα ότι οι 1500 συμπολίτες μας φυλακιστήκαν για το πράγμα, τούτη είναι η Ομόνια. Και τούτος είναι ο πολίτης ο Κυπρέος που καιρώνει στην ώρα του. Εγώ τον άκουσα να πει τίποτε. Τον Καραπατάκη. Δεν άκουσα να πει τίποτε. Με το Αποέλευ κάλα μου και το κινητό, δείχνε μου τη γραμμή.
Δεν μπορώ να κάνω. Το καιρό που τους ευνώνει η Δυτία ήταν καλά. Κίνος.
Τώρα ξαφνικά με τον Απόλλωνα και με την Όρθωση γίνηκα φίλοι. Ενώ που φωνάζαν, κλέψαν μας το πρωτάθλημα, εγωράσαν τον Κίνο, εγωράσαν τον άλλο, είμαι τον Απόλλωνα. Τελευταίες αγωνιστικές, πόσες φορές τα αγόρασαν τα παιχνίδια του ΑΠΟΕΛ. Ξιάνουμε τα. Είμαι την ΑΕΚ, που αγοράσαν τον Κρίστιαν στην τελευταία αγωνιστική. Ξιάνουμε τα.
Ξέρω εγώ. Και έχασαν το Αλφές. Τέτα μόνος του, ως κερί πάρμα.
Λαγκαλά ρε που στο πεζεύγε τότε. Κι ας την τώρα, βάσταρτε. Ως πάντα, εγώ συνεχίστε, βρήκα τώρα, και λίγο νερό.
Καλά κάνεις, καλά κάνεις. Και χωνούμαστε.
Γιαννούλη είναι πιο έξυπνη που την Ομόνια, κολοπέα. Το τζο που είναι η Ομόνια χάρη ήταν καλά. Η χάρη μας εμείς ευκαιρώσαμε τα όμως. Μας την εχάρισε κανένας.
Είπε τα ίδια.
Ποιος ρε που ρε και τα είπε ο Παστουρμάς.
The mushroom.
Mushroom.
I mean, εντάξει, back to the game, inside, ποιος ήταν ο MVP για σας? Και το Καραβατάκης.
Καραβατάκη δεν τον άκουσα ρε που ρε και δεν τον άκουσα ρε φίλε. Δεν τον άκουσα για να είμαι ειλικρινής. Αλλά και ομάδες δεν μπορώ να τα παλέψεις εναντίον τούτα τα κολόπαια. Γιατί είναι μόνο τα κολόπαια, ο Πετρίδης και ξέρω εγώ του δει. Εν τ' άλλο το φαρσόκελος ο άλλος που είναι για μέ ο Κούμας.
Yeah.
Γιατί έχει, ο Παπασταύρου είπε να κάνει πόλεμο, να ο κάνει. Να ο κάνει. Και όλοι περιπέζαν το, μα πού τα στοιχεία και ούλο λαλίσια, μπλα μπλα μπλα. Έτα τώρα τα στοιχεία. Όποιος γελά τελευταίος γελά καλύτερα.
Ναι.
Όπως να υπάρχει το παιχνίδι, για μένα ο Κολυμπαλί.
Κολυμπαλί.
Ναι. Όχι για τον γκολ, όχι για τον γκολ. Για τη συνολική του παρουσία.
Ναι.
Για μένα που χρειάστηκε να κόψει, για μένα που χρειάστηκε να πιάει κελέ, για μένα που χρειάστηκε να βάλει το σώμα του, τέλειος. Εντάξει, να μου πεις τώρα η Ένωση, δεν έκαμε και τίποτε το wow. Απλώς είπα το για τις φορές που χρειάστηκε.
Ναι. Θα να κάνεις τα βασικά, σαν αμυντικός, χωρίς κέλτες. Δεν είχε κέλτα. Έκαμε τα βασικά, έφερε επικίνδυνο που μπορούσε να προκύψει και κάλυψε. Ήταν πολλά καλός. Ναι. Τον πολλά λέω, βελτιωθήκα να κουρήν αμυντικά. Το τελευταίο παιχνίδι.
Παίζει ρόλο του αντίπαλος. Παίζει ρόλο του αντίπαλος. Και μόνο να βελτιωθείς
Και
αμυντικά.
Και Μονάρη, δεν έφαγες γκολ. Μονάρη, ήταν καλύτερος. Για παράδειγμα.
Ναι, και το θέμα είναι να συνεχίσουν έτσι. Τούτο που φοβάστε όλοι από την Ομονία, ότι είναι σταθερή. Είναι σταθερή. Τούτο που φοβάστε από την Ομονία. Δεν φοβάστε κανέναν άλλο αντίπαλο. Βάζω το πολλές φορές, εγώ φοβάμαι μόνο την Ομονία. Δεν φοβάμαι κανέναν άλλο.
Έτσι ακούσαμε για νέο προπονητή ή τίποτε.
Ούτε. Ακούνται 3 ονόματα. Τώρα δεν ξέρω πόσο αλήθεια είναι οι θα έρθουν καν, δεν έχω ιδέα. Ενώ ο Καράγκα,
We wish να είναι ο Καράγκα.
ο Μανόλο, ποιος που ήταν στην ΑΕΚ, budon.
Έτσι.
Και ο Βάγνερ.
Βάγνερ.
Ναι, ήταν μες στη Χάτεσφιλντ, ήταν βοηθός προμετής του Κλοπ, ήταν μες στη Ντόρτμουντ.
Ήταν ένας... Δεν ήταν που τα όνομα που έφυγε ο Νίο Λένον, ήταν που ήταν που γίνος.
Και ο Παγιά.
I think he was one of those. Όχι, ο Βάρτας, όπως είπες.
Ο Βάγνερ.
Wagner, sorry, ο Βάρτας.
Ναι, ποιος που ήταν μες στη Χάτεσφιλντ.
Ναι,
όχι Βάγκα.
Ναι, Wagner, όχι Wanka.
Wanka.
Δεν μου αρέσει έτσι που μου λέει.
Άρα
Wanka.
Τζούτα.
Είπα έτσι τώρα, είπα Wagner. Είπα βάστα.
Εφρέμ.
Εφρέμ να σε βγάλω. Εύκαλα σε Εφρέμ τώρα. Τζούτας, Εφρέμ. Τελειώσε.
Figo, Judas, Sol Campbell.
Φύγω.
Γαία.
Ο Λουίζος φαίνεται... sorry.
Όχι, τώρα.
Ας σου πω, το ένα ήταν να πω τώρα για τον Λουίζο. Yeah, I think μια δουλειά που έκαμε καλή ο Αναστασίου που ήρθε τώρα is this. Βοήθησε πολλά τον Λουίζου. He's helping him a lot. And he's actually playing him as well.
Αν και τον είναι πέρσι. Πουρτεν. Νομίζω ήταν που φύγε.
Ναι, ήταν στο Heroin, ναι.
Ναι. Πλέον και με τον πέρσι.
Για μένα, όποιον και βάλει, για να με χάπει. Δηλαδή, δεν μπορώ να έχω παράπονο ούτε από ο Σίμιτς, ούτε από τον Λοΐζο. Δεν ξέρω. Τώρα να σας πω να παίξουν και οι ένας που την μια μπάντα και ο άλλος που την άλλη μπάντα και μην έξω σε μέδο να με παραπάνω χάπη.
Ναι.
Γιατί και οι δυο αξίζουν το να είναι δεκαδάτοι. Εντάξει, και ο Σεμέδο αξίζει το, αλλά πρέπει να πιάνουν κι άλλοι κάποιες ευκαιρίες. Δεν ξέρω να πάει τίποτε να μην και λίγο μπάνκο Σεμέδο.
Έτσι και η φόρμα του είναι καλύτερη, έτσι. Θέλεις τον να βάλει καντέρμα για να βγει λίγο πάνω ευτομνή θέση του, αλλά τώρα τελευταία ο τελειώς δεν βοηθάνε αυτό.
Εγώ θέλω να πω εκείνο που μου άρεσε όμως στην ομάδα που είπες και σου ρε νομίζω ο Στέφανος που το είπε ότι παίζαμε συνέχεια σέντρες και συνέχεια σέντρες και 10 κόρνε, 12 πόσα κερδίζαμε. Αλλά στα κόρνε είναι από μόνοι στις σέντρες. Για να μπορείς να παίξεις σέντρες όπως δεν ξέρω τώρα σε ανάγκαση η Ένωση να παίξει με σέντρες. Ήταν εντολή του Αναστασίου να παίξει με σέντρες, δεν ξέρω. Αλλά για να παίξεις με σέντρες δεν πρέπει να παίζει ο Κακουλής μέσα.
Okay.
Ο Στεβίσκι είναι κεφαλοσφαιριστής. Θέλει σέντρα, πρέπει να παίζει ο Στεβίσκι. Γιατί πρώτο ο Στεβίσκι έχει άλμα και έχει και καλή κελέ. Δηλαδή τούτο πράγμα με η σέντρα χωρίς να έχω ένα που να πει ώρα πια η κελέ μ' αρέσκει καθόλου. Και μια φορά που το παλί και μια φορά Λουίζου που ήταν ο πιο κοντός του είπε.
Darth Vader.
Darth Vader. Άνακη.
Να μου ήρθε να κοιμηθεί να με. What's up, yo? What's up, mate?
Hello, boys. Carry on.
Αντέφυγε, υπενθύμισε, στείλα μια φωτογραφία χτες του Στέλ. Επία στο Παπαδόπουλος, στο ίντερνετ όρθωσης, να σάσουμε κάτι θερμάσεις και ήταν ο Καμορανέζη. Κουμπάρε, ο Καμορανέζη, ρε κουμπάρε. Λάω του, να βγάλω μια φωτογραφία. Ήμουν σιώ, λαλί μου. Φίλε, very nice guy ο Καμορανέζη. Very nice guy. Επιάμε και η κουβέντα, είπα του την ομάδα είμαι. Very nice guy ο Καμορανέζη. Thanks for the photo. World Cup winner, Juventus player, Champions League winner. Γαμώ το ρε guys, είναι όποιος και να είναι.
Yeah.
What was he doing there then?
Thank you very much for the photo, man. Still, did you listen what we said until now?
Most of it. I was playing Fortnite, to be honest. So. It's been a long day, boys. It's been a long day. It's been a long day. It's been a long day.
Still, did you see Ajax go and done this orthosis, το πρώτο?
Yeah, handball. Handball.
So?
Handball.
Αν ορθώσεις το seguiti? Να μου να διαμαρτυρηθεί αν ορθώσει η αιτησία? No chance.
Did you see the penalty that they were given?
The first or
the second one?
No, I didn't see this again, no. No. Honestly, I didn't. Because I was somewhere in the playground για να παίξει ο γιος μου και το έναν τ' άλλο και στο 89 εφύγαμε να έρθουμε σπίτι. So I didn't see nothing. I just saw the final result.
Δεν το και we can have another κουβέντα.
Εκεί το πέρα.
Εγώ θέλω να δω να διαμαρτυρηθεί κανένας που τους κόει για η διαιτησία. Τώρα φίλοι με το Αποέλ
Berg did. Berg did after the game.
Who said what?
Berg.
Berg.
He said that there was a foul before the unorthodoxy penalty in added time, in injury time.
All right.
Στην καθυστέρηση, so he said there should have been a free kick for ΑΕΚ.
Κάτι σέντρα. Μάλλον ούτε τούντζησε. Για το τώρα. Ούτε τούντζησε. Ευκάλε σέντρα. Έκαμε και λέει να πάει μπροστά η μάπα. Ήταν μαρκαρισμένος με τον παίκτη της ΑΕΚ.
It's a 50-50.
Δεν έπρεπε μόνος του, ούτε καν τούντζησε ο άλλος. Ο άλλος έκιωξε τη μάπα. Ο παίκτης της ΑΕΚ. Και πέσε μόνος του άλλο.
Φίλε, εμένα αρέσκει μου. Εμένα αρέσκει μου το που γίνεται. Όσο έρχονται κοντά να υποστηρίξουν την Ομόνοια, καλά να πάθουν. Όρθος δεν περιμένω πει τίποτε, γιατί τώρα είναι πολλά καλοί φίλοι με το Αποέλ. Ήβρα νέο πρόεδρο, τον πρόδρομο του Τρίτη τώρα. Φίλοι τώρα, όρθος και το Αποέλ τώρα είναι φίλοι. Αδελφικά σωματεία τώρα. Όρθος δεν θα πει τίποτε, γιατί έχουν τον πρόδρομο και με φίλοι τους τώρα. Η ΑΕΚ μόνο. Αν θα πει τίποτε, αλλά με ενδιαφέρει. Ώσπου καμιά ομάδα δεν κοντεύει να έρθει μαζί με την Ομόνοια να προσπαθήσουν να παλέψουν για το καλό του ποδοσφαίρου, καλά να πάθουν όλοι τους.
Yeah, but Petro, AEL and Karmiotissa have been complaining about the referees, αλλά they're not siding with Omonia, especially AEL. Αφού προχτές ο Leventis was saying, you know, Omonia shouldn't have got involved in the χρέος, the tax problem, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So πάλι μόνοι μας, δεν μπορώ να σου πω ρε, it's the same. It's always going to be like that.
That's why I said, καλά να πάθουν. I'm happy ότι παθαίνει κάθε ομάδα να το πάθει που διαιτησία. I'm happy. Χαίρομαι για όλους τώρα που παθαίνουν έτσι σκατά. Καλά να πάθουν. Εμαραζώνω για κανέναν. Ούτε θα πω ποτέ αδίκησε κανένας. Με ενδιαφέρει. Τώρα ξαφνικά από Απόλλων, Αναόρθωση, Εθνικός. Αδέλφια. Brothers. Until we die now. Until να εξοφλήσουμε το χρέος. Until να κάνουμε κάτι. We're brothers now.
Yeah, come on, they've always had connections. They've always had connections.
Ναι. Τότε οι δεξιοί, εντάξει και έρχονται για τον δεξί, αλλά πάλι...
Φίλε, με κοφτεί
Anyway, είχαν και εκείνοι έναν πρόεδρο, και ήταν και κανένας κάχαρος. Anyway.
AEL are in big trouble. They're in very big trouble. Αφού σήμερα... Φίλε, I learned a few things today about AEL. They're in the shit.
I hope so.
They're in big shit.
I'm glad.
Big shit.
Deep shit. Yeah, they're fucked.
I don't feel sorry for nobody. Γιατί διαμαρτύρονται όλοι, γιατί η Ομόνοια έτσι κι άλλος πώς να μιλήσει. Και η Ομόνοια ευνοήθηκε κάποτε που τα κριτήρια. Ναι, αλλά η Ομόνοια επικαιρώσαν τα όμως. Ήταν κύριοι στις υποχρεώσεις τους. Δεν εκόψαν τίποτε πίσω. Και ο κόσμος της Ομόνοιας βοήθησε όσο έμπορε να κραϊστεί η Ομόνοια στη ζωή. Και τώρα που ξοφλήσαμε, τούτα τα πουτανόπαια, δεν τους άρεσε. Όχι. Δεν τους άρεσε τώρα που ξοφλήσαμε. Και γιατί εμείς τώρα να μιλήσουμε. Γιατί έτσι θέλουμε. Γιατί έτσι είναι το σωστό. Όχι έτσι θέλουμε. It's the right thing to do. Όπως επικαιρώνει όλους ο πολίτης, όπως επικαιρώνουν και οι άλλες 10 ομάδες και εγκύροι τις υποχρεώσεις σου, είσαι και εσύ υποχρεωμένος. Και ήρθες τώρα να μου παίξεις το θύμα, τον αθώο, να σε λυπηθούμε. Εγώ είμαι σφάκι σου, ρε. Να σε λυπηθούμε. Ολόπεδα. Μακάρι να κλείσετε ούλες. Anyway.
Δεν τους αρέσει. Δεν τους αρέσκει. Δεν τους αρέσκει επειδή δεν μπορούν να σε κάνουν ό,τι θέλουν. Δεν έκαναν σε ό,τι θέλουν.
Πατέρα, κάνεις ό,τι θέλεις, γιατί ήμασταν και εμείς καταχρεωμένοι.
Ναι. Και δεν είναι Νιγέρι. Πονεί τους. Επειδή δεν είναι Νιγέρι. Έχουμε έναν πρόεδρο που δεν θα το δεχτεί το πράγμα. Δεν είναι η διαφορά τώρα.
Θα το δεχτεί, ας αποφασίσει η κυβέρνηση. Γιατί τώρα
Όχι,
που έφυγε από το
όχι, εννοώ ο πρόεδρος της Ομόνοιας, εννοώ στη δημοκρατία, εννοώ τον Πασταύρου. Θα δεχτεί να τον κάνουν ό,τι θέλει.
Αλλά τώρα που έφυγε όμως που τα σέρκα του Κούμα και δεν μπορεί να βοηθήσει τους αποελίστες και τους φιλοαποελίστες και έπρεπε να πάει υπόθεση στον πρόεδρο και στα δικαστήρια, τους άρεσε. Γιατί αν εμείς και η υπόθεση μόνο στον Κούμα, ήταν να τα βρούμε κάθε φάκελου που κάτω από το τραπεζί, τα κανονίζουμε τον Κούμα. Αλλά τώρα που είναι στη σέρκα του Κούμα και έχει δύναμη ο Κούμας να πάρει απόφαση, the fuck is scared. Scared. Anyway. Πόσο πιο ξεκάθαρο ήταν το χέρι εχθές, πόσο πιο ξεκάθαρο ήταν το χέρι. Γιατί, come on, man.
Ευχαριστώ, κάτι αφού έβαλε story, να που είπαν ότι είναι έτσι που είπαν ο διαιτητής που έβαλες εσύ. Δεν έβαλαν το βίντεο. Δεν έβαλαν το βίντεο και που έβαλες εσύ κάτι στα νέα. Εσύ κάτι έβαλες στο story σου.
Εγώ ρε.
Κάτι, όχι ο Στέλ.
And who said what?
Όχι, είπεν ο
διαιτητής.
Όχι, είναι έτσι. Είπεν ο διαιτητής ότι πώς πήρα την απόφαση, γιατί για μένα δεν ήταν πέναρτη. Δεν είπεν τίποτε για το βίντεο που βγάλε στα social media λεσουρέστε. Απλώς επέμενε στη φάση του ότι ήταν, στα λόγια του ότι δεν ήταν πέναρτη.
Malaga, you can lip read. What's he talking about? It's there. It's there. He's been caught on camera saying it. He was looking at the monitor. I mean, this is the first I've heard of it. So if he's denying that he said that, then I'd like to listen to the audio. And Omonoia, I said it on last night's podcast, Omonoia should be demanding for a copy of the audio conversation between the VAR and the referee. Because if the referee says he didn't say that, when you can clearly see that he said that,
you can read his lips.
What did he say? What's he saying that he said? I need to know this. I need to find the article, wherever it is. I need to find this out.
No, he didn't say anything about the video you put. He didn't say nothing about that. He said only that it wasn't penalty. He didn't say nothing about the video. Να πού να πήγε το βίντεο, ρε.
Ναι, δεν μπορεί να πει κάτι.
But what I'm saying is, where did he say that it wasn't a penalty?
Oh my God, πού το θυκιάβασα, oh my God.
Because it's not on Super Sport FM, it's not on 24, Gostesera Sport, it's not on Broathlima. Where is it? Because I need to know what he said. Because the evidence is there.
Give me some time after the pod, and I will send it to you. I'll send
Find
you
it. Because let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. If right, he didn't say that, why would a couple of news websites put that video up that I made? Why would they do it? Because they'd be scared of getting into trouble, right?
Yeah.
There's one outlet that didn't do it. And I'm not going to say who, and I'm not going to say why. But there's one that didn't do it. But the other two that did it.
Φίλε, η πρώτη που εβάλασε το βίντεο ήταν η Ομόνια. Εκείνο που...
No, it wasn't. It was Super
Sport.
Sport.
Okay.
It was an Omonoia.
They're the ones that contacted me to put it up. If they can put it up, that's for my permission. I said, yeah, go on.
Your video, I saw it in Omonoia News.
Yeah, because it was on Super Sport.
And I had to do it.
Well, no, I mean, Omonoia, listen, Omonia News didn't have to do it, but obviously they saw the video because maybe someone from Omonia News follows me on Instagram, and then they saw that Supersport put it, and they thought, let's do it as well because we want to hear what he said, and they put it up. Omonia News did it, but Omonia Gostesera didn't.
Yeah, at least now you know for 100% or some people from Omonia are watching you.
Just sure.
No, I know something else for sure.
What?
But I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to
Come
say
on.
it.
Yeah.
No. I'm not going to start it. I'm not going to start anything. I'm not Michael Jackson. I'm not going to start something. I'm going to be starting something. Listen, the way I see it, if this referee believes that his decision was 100% correct, he would have come out with a statement today. 100%. Today he would have come out with a statement, or GOP would have come out with a statement. Why haven't they come out with a statement?
Ρε φίλε, τώρα περιμένεις εσύ που τον από ελίστα να σου πει ότι έκανα λάθος. Come on, man.
No. It's not about to admit that he made the mistake, to at least defend himself. Because that video, I didn't realize by putting it out that it would blow up. I didn't realize. Honestly, I didn't do it for attention or anything. I just thought, you know what? Let's just bring this to people's attention because people need to see this. Because no disrespect. If I didn't spot it, who would have?
No one.
No.
Right. And the fact that he said it in English, that's even better for me because I can't lip read Greek. I can do English, no problem. No problem. And I slowed it down to make sure I was right because that even wasn't full speed. But I slowed it down just to make sure I was right. Because when I saw it, I was like, hang about. Did he say what I thought he said? So I was like, fuck it, I'm going to do it. And then it just exploded. And I was like, oh, okay, shit, fuck, bollocks.
Yeah, but
I'm proud of you.
I was going to say, if we don't call it out as fans, like, it doesn't matter which team you support, but, whatever. But if it happens in every game in football when you don't call it out, when are you supposed to call it out? Especially with all the technology they're using. And let's be honest, is VAR been good since been coming into football? Especially, let's be honest, in the Premier League, like, terrible.
For me, the Tommy ήταν εγκαλύτερα.
It should be better, Petro, but I don't see 100%.
For the 90% better. So, δεν μπορεί να βάλεις το 10% που είναι χάλια και να φύγεις το 90% που είναι καλό. Yes, I do some mistakes, of course.
Yeah.
But έκαμε πρόοδο. The 90% is better.
Yeah, but Pedro, the technology isn't the problem. It's the people using it.
It's the people.
Yeah,
The people.
Right?
Yeah.
It's for sure.
Now, the thing is, VAR was created to prevent mistakes from occurring. Penalties, red cards, whatever. I get it. But when the people that are using it don't even know the rules themselves, that says there's a problem. And also, all these leagues that decided to implement VAR, I don't think they thought in their minds that these mistakes would A, happen frequently, and B, would lead to people questioning the integrity of these leagues. Because the Premier League, we've seen dodgy mistakes. Premier League, we've seen it. Serie A, we've seen it. Bundesliga, not so much, because the Germans are on point. Yeah?
Yeah,
but
they do it quick.
The Brathlima, when you see some of the decisions in the Brathlima, it just makes it ever more obvious that there's favoritism. It makes it ever more obvious that you're fighting a losing battle.
Ναι, ρε φίλε, but it's the referees you have.
Give me
You can't do nothing. So, να αλλάξεις τους διαιτητές και τους διαιτητές να αλλάξει, they will support their team too. Mistakes are going to continue to happen. Απλώς οι διαιτητές που είναι μέσα στο VAR είτε δεν είναι μέσα στο VAR έχουν ομάδες προτίμησης. Π.χ. εψές. Ο Ιταλός που ευλάκα, οι Ιταλοί και βλάκοι, δεν ξέρουν που μαπά. Απλώς είπε του βλάκα του διαιτητή ότι είδα χέρι. Μα για μένα το VAR έκαμε τη δουλειά του σωστά.
Exactly. Διότι 99% φορές, right, when the referee goes to the monitor, he changes his decision. So how come this time?
Because
every time.
The team.
I know, but this is what I'm saying. This is what makes it even more blatant. All season, I've been saying Omonia have been using these refereeing decisions as excuses because they haven't been able to kill off teams. Look at Paralimini, we should have beaten them. Look at Northosi, we should have beaten them. Okay, we should have had a penalty, but we should have beaten them, right? But yesterday's game was the first time this season where I said, yeah, do you know what? This referee has fucked us. He's really fucked us. Really fucked us.
It was obvious. Ain't the first time.
Stefano, imagine if we didn't win it.
Yeah, we had this situation before. It would have been chaos if we didn't win. If we didn't win, imagine we won and it's still like everywhere. Yep. It's like, bro, it's madness.
Yep.
It's mad. Imagine, yeah, it's peak. And that's the thing. I remember, when was it? The game against Ari, and my dad was like, "Oh, it's unfair, VAR. You know, yeah, understand it, Lalo. There are times that, yes, they get it wrong. The people are an issue as well. But at the same time, it's either VAR can fuck you or save you at the same time. That's the thing. So,
shall I be honest with you? Shall I be honest with you? And this is my honest prediction. And I'm going to say this with chest, and I might be completely wrong here. But I think Papastavro and his people are gathering as much information and clips and videos as they can of all these refereeing decisions, and they're gonna take legal action against the CFA. I can see it happening. They'll take it to UEFA and they'll basically scream corruption. These are the early stages, bro. This is I can see this happening. Give it a year, maybe even less than that. I can see it happening. Because they're probably collating all of these videos, all these refereeing decisions. They're collating, because for me, from an operational standpoint, and I'm seeing it from outside of a football fan's perspective and someone that's been in the industry for close to 12 years, right? It's never been done before in football, right? It's never been done before. But there's a lot of things that happen in Cyprus that have never been done before in football. So it would not surprise me if they've taken all of these incidents and they've taken all of the complaints, all the letters, everything, all the, what's it called? The correspondence, and then use other examples of other games and other teams. And they send it to GOP and say, right, you deal with it now. Otherwise, we're going to UEFA about this. And we're going to pull you up. Because I'm pretty certain they've got more ammunition to throw out there if they need to. Not just about football, but also what goes on off the pitch. And I can see them going to UEFA about this. Honestly, I can see it happening. You're gonna laugh, but I can see it happening.
They should.
I'm not gonna laugh because they must understand. Και κάποιοι το καταλάβουν τούτο, ότι ο Παπασταύρου είναι ένας πολύ επιτυχημένος επιχειρηματίας. They never like to lose. Όταν πουν κάτι, θα το κάνουν. Δεν μιλούν πολλά, γιατί ξέρουμε ότι ο Παπασταύρου δεν μιλά πολλά. Ούτε λαλεί κουέντες όπως λαλεί ο Πεζεβέγκης ο Μανιταράς. Δεν μιλά πολλά. Να μιλήσει και που πρέπει. Και τον εμίλησε τώρα. Δεν ξαναμίλησε. Να ξαναμιλήσει. Δεν δέχονται τούτοι οι επιχειρηματίες να χάνουν. Και εγώ πιστεύω πολλά τούτο που λέει ο Στεφ. Γιατί είναι απλό. Ένας που έχει κερδίσει τόσα πολλά με τη δουλειά του, με την αξία του, όπως θέλεις Πέτρο, δεν δέχονται να χάνουν. Και δεν θα χάσει ο Παπασταύρου. Αλλά όχι μόνο να κερδίσει σε ό,τι θέλει να κάνει, εμείς θέλουμε να κερδούμε και στο γήπεδο. Να μην το ξιάνουμε και τούτο.
Okay, my next question would be, if they did do this thing that Stel was talking about, would it help Omonia, or would it just make us look kind of pathetic and then all the referees are totally against us from whining about them?
Φίλε, αν είναι αντίο σου οι διαιτητές, απλώς αποδεικνύεις άλλη μια φορά ότι έχεις δίκιο. Αλλά πρέπει, γι' αυτό είπα και εγώ και μες στο γήπεδο, πρέπει να νικάς και τους διαιτητές. Όπως έκαναμε χτες. Νικήσαμε και τον διαιτητή. Έτσι όμως, Έτσι όμως πρέπει να κάνουμε και στα άλλα παιχνίδια, γιατί ξέρουμε το. I know. Ποδάτσιο να πάει, όλοι οι διαιτητές είναι εναντίον της Ομόνοιας. Όλες οι ομάδες τώρα που έχουν πρόβλημα με τούτο που κάνει η Ομόνια, και πάμε για την τρίτη με την ΑΕΛ. Οι αλλό τους είναι να παίζουν τελικό Champions League τώρα. Οι αλλό τους. Γιατί θίξαμε την ομάδα τους. Έτσι θα είναι με όλες τις ομάδες τώρα στο προάθλημα. Και οι διαιτητές και οι άλλες ομάδες έχουν παραπάνω κίνητρο να σου κάνουν ζημιά. Τι ζημιά? Μες στο γήπεδο. Εκτός Ευρώπης να σε βγάλουν 8 προαθλήματος, να σε βγάλουν 8 κυπέλλου, να σε βγάλουν ούλα. Είναι ζημιά τούτη. Ζημιά.
Yeah, that's a good question.
Και πρέπει να κάνεις και ομάδα για να μπορείς να τους νικάς ούλους. Ούλους. Για να μην μπορεί να μιλά κανένας.
By the way, Petros.
Γιατί αν πω και τρώτες κάθε παιχνί και περιπέζει με ένας και ο άλλος. Και νικώ στα δικαστήρια, αλλά δεν νικώ μες στο γήπεδο, δεν έχει καμία διαφορά για μένα. It doesn't make any difference for me. I want to win everywhere and everything.
Yeah, by the way, I confused myself earlier. You said you saw Cameronese and you took a picture with him. In my head, I was thinking of the defender Cannavaro, and I was like, what's he doing at Orthos better? So I was so confused. So when he was like World Cup winner and this, and I was like, huh? What's he there for? Exias or Cameronese? I forgot all about him, to be honest. But anyway, that's different. Yeah.
Ξέρεις ότι ο Στέφανος στο FIFA έκαμε σε σένα, ρε, Τόμ.
Να πούμε έκαμε?
Έκαμε τη φάτσα σου.
Well, it's not difficult, is it? Let's be honest.
Να προσπαθήσω να δω εντός τώρα να βγάλω screenshot τους παίχτες μας, ας τους στείλω σε εσάς και τους στέλνω να τους δείτε.
Okay. No.
I don't know, I'll try to find how to do it.
What about you? Actually, tell, do you play pro clubs or you don't bother with FIFA? You don't bother.
Come on, it's fun, man. It's fun.
Right? Do you know what? I used to play FIFA up until 2022, 23. One of those two, I can't remember. And I used to play Ultimate Team. But then when you're seeing people like buying coins and then buying players, and it gets boring. And the thing is, when you're playing against teams with prime Ronaldo and prime Ronaldinho, it's like, what's the fucking point? Quite bothered. That's why I play Fortnite. It's fun. I'm shit at it, but it's fun because I'm shit.
Listen, you're gonna try to play with us FIFA Pro clubs?
No.
No, it's a try.
Gonna break the controller.
It's funny.
No.
It's funny,
I don't have time. I just don't have time.
Φορές που νευριάζουμε και ξετοιμάζουμε και κάνουμε.
You're gonna like it. You're gonna like it.
Nah, man. Nah, I just don't have time for it, man. Honestly, I've got time for Fortnite, but not Pro Club,
I haven't played that in years, to be honest.
Yeah, it's brilliant. I love it. I blame my daughter for getting me involved in it, and I play with more than she does.
I play Warzone.
She goes to me the other day, Papa, it's so embarrassing. You're on level 140 and I'm only on 60. I'm like, you shit.
I never played Fortnite in my life. Never.
Fortnite's brilliant, man.
Ωραίο το Fortnite.
Είπα σου, εγώ παίζω το Warzone και το FIFA. Παλιά έπαιζα και άλλα παιχνίδια, το Division, έτσι τα άρεσκε μου πολλά. And then I just stay with these two games. FIFA Pro Clubs only, not Ultimate Team or anything, nothing, only Pro Clubs. And Warzone. Anyway, fuck the games. Who was your MVP yesterday?
Huh?
Who was your MVP yesterday with NOC?
I'll say Stepinski, man. He came on, he changed the game completely.
Nah.
Yeah. He impressed me a lot last night. His work rate, he was tracking back, he was trying to win the ball, he was pressing, he was physical. Yeah, I think he had a really good game when he came on, Stepinski. You could tell he's got something to prove as well. Think about it. When you're a striker, you come into this club to be first choice striker. All of a sudden, you're sat on the bung off for weeks and weeks and weeks. Yeah, what do you expect? So he had to do something, and I think he was brilliant.
About the goal,
Finish
you
it.
said, no, I agree with you that if he stayed there, would be offside.
Yeah.
Ήταν not offside, δεν έμεινες και εντιαμε. Έπαιξε το
Ναι,
έξι,
ναι.
πράγμα.
Όχι, καλά έκαμε. Πάει και το σημείο.
Αλλά όπως είπα εγώ στα παιδιά πριν έρθεις εσύ, δεν ξέρω αν το άκουσες, ότι για να μπορεί να παίζεις με σέντρες, όπως παίξαμε χτες, δεν πρέπει να παίζει ο Κακουλής. Γιατί ο Κακουλής δεν έχει το κεφάλι. Για μένα χτες, αν ήταν εντολή, αν ήταν εντολή του Αναστασίου παίζει με σέντρες, έπρεπε να παίζει ο Στεβίσκι. Που έχει πολλά καλό στη Κελέ και έχει και πολλά καλό άλμα. Για μένα πρέπει να παίξει ο Στεβίσκι χτες. Και ο Κακουλή πρέπει να βάλεις μετά από την προηγής, που ήταν ανοίξει ένωση. That's my opinion.
Well, Phile, if you look at Paralimini, they played with a 4-4-2, but then when they were defending, it was a 4-5-1. So they had effectively 3 central midfielders blocking us off because Irakovic and Jovetic were playing as 10s. Jovetic was dropping so deep, he was getting to the halfway line.
The NOC was playing 5-4-1. That's how I saw it.
Yeah, off the ball. Off the ball.
Yeah, they were defending. 4-5-1.
It was 4-5-1.
5-4-1, sorry.
No, it was 4-5-1. I'll check it. I'm pretty certain it was 4-5-1. But actually, whatever it is.
Anyway, it doesn't make a difference. No.
Whatever it is, but the reason why we kept putting balls in the box is because they made it so narrow in the middle of the park. We had an option but to go wide. That's why our fullbacks were getting forward every time. Hamas and Dionko were always getting forward. Even Irakovic was going right-hand side. Even Jovetic was going left-hand side. We had Maric as a holding midfielder.
They were like wingers.
Ήταν καλή επιλογή να βάλει τον Στεβίσκι δεύτερο ημίχρονο. Ήταν έξυπνη επιλογή, αλλά για μένα ήταν καλύτερα να παίζεις το πρώτο. Γιατί ξέραμε ότι η Ένωση θα έφτιανε μπροστά και η μόνη επιλογή σου θα ήταν οι στατικές φάσεις.
No, bro. I don't know. If you watch their game against Buffon, they were very brave against Buffon. They were very attacking against Buffon. And they had a few chances. They had a few chances. At 1-0, they had a few chances. And I think Yanni thought maybe that they were going to give us a bit of a go. Because, come on, we're unpredictable, Omonoia, you know?
Yeah, that's what I said.
They probably thought, get Gagoli on the pitch because he got pace. That Hugenhout ain't fast. He's a very clumsy defender. But obviously, they were camped in their own half. I mean, most of the time, they had all 11 players behind the ball.
Yeah, no.
But look,
αφού η πρώτη σου ευκαιρία ήταν στο 90.
Bravo. Και να σου πω κάτι άλλο. Look, I'm not Yanni's biggest fan as a coach, but we've only, we've kept 7 clean sheets in the last 8 games? 7 clean sheets in the last 8 games? Yeah.
Yeah, lost once.
I don't know how we're doing it. It's almost as if we've gone under the radar. Like I didn't even realize we've only had 1 loss in like 8 games.
Yeah?
It's not.
But actually, guys, on your last video, I don't know if you saw, people were moaning that, on the comment section, they were moaning that you guys were being harsh on Anastasio. And one of them was saying that all the negative thoughts you guys are having is bad for the team. So,
well, bro, like whatever we say, you're always going to get people that disagree with it. You know, when I'll give you an example, when Yannick Ferreira was going through a good run of form, I was saying, look, he might push us on. People say, hey, he's not a coach. He's not a coach. Well, okay, he wasn't a coach. Why? Because he lost 4-0 against Apoel. I mean, let's get it right. If Bezos didn't give the ball away in our own in their half, and we got caught in the counter attack, and Lang didn't bring down Gvilitaya, we wouldn't have been down to 10 men, and we probably wouldn't have lost that. Well, not by that much anyway. But we lost 3-0 against Apoel with Sofroni, and everything was fine. So again, it's like every coach that comes in, you're going to have fans that either love him or hate him. Right? When Rekdal came in, obviously he was the guy that replaced Sofroni, so you know he was going to be on hiding to nothing. When Lennon came in, people were like, "Oh my God, he's got a great CV," and I was saying he's got problems as well, man. Allegedly, Pedro. Allegedly. Allegedly.
No, I mean, yeah, it's like what we said before. It's personal thing.
You can't please everyone. You can't please everyone, Tom. And it's like I said on the pod last night. When you do a podcast, you open yourself up to criticism because these are your opinions. If you can base your opinions on fact and you bring up all the facts and the statistics and the footage and all that kind of stuff, then no one can really argue with you because you've got it there. Whereas they'll be like, but you know. But when I see with Anastasio, I think right now, because of the way that the season has gone, how we started on a high with Dambrauskas and we thought, yeah, we can build on this. And all of a sudden, Yanni comes in again for the second time in 2 years or even a year. Second time in 1 year he's come in. And you're thinking, well, where's the plan? So irrespective of how well we do, you're thinking to yourself subconsciously, well, what if a new coach comes in and he doesn't do well in the first few months? Are they going to get rid of him? So it's like, how can you... All right, it's great that you're winning games. It's great that you're, challenging for something. But really and truly, it's like, it's a short-term fix. If we win the cup, it's going to be a short-term fix. Because we still see no signs of progress off the field.
Yeah.
It's the recycle kind of thing because, you almost challenge them until the τελευταία match, Percy in the league. You went into the cup final. You already knew what was going to happen after, who your coach was going to be and who the, sporting director, whatever Anastasio is going to be. So you're like, okay. And then they sack my man, Dabrauskas, and now Anastasio is back.
Yeah.
There's this thing. There's no planning. There's no, they didn't say who they're going to bring in if they're interested or whatever. So I don't know, man. Because
but I was given a name
we
today.
bring in a manager. We bring in a manager and we do the same thing again, and then Anastasio takes over again. So it's like you don't take any steps forward. You don't see any progression. You don't have any plan.
Well, bro, I was given a name today. I'm not going to say who, and I'm not going to say how I know. I was given a name today, and I was like, well, first of all, I heard that he was already offered a job elsewhere. In fact, various news sites from the country that he's going to were announcing it that he's coming in. So how are we going to get him? But then this is football, and you never know. You just never know.
Φίλε, εγώ δεν διαβάζω τα που γράφει ο ένας και ο άλλος, γιατί ακούγονται πολλά και εγώ βαρέθηκα να διαβάζω το ένα το όνομα, το άλλο όνομα και ακούστηκε. I don't give a fuck anymore. I've heard this many years. Every year we hear this. Not for Omonia, for any team. Όπως να λύγει η Ομόνια, που θα ανακοινώσουμε κάτι, να ξέρετε. That's it. I don't care about the names. For how many years they will sign Zahid is Omonia player? How many years? Remember? For 2-3 years in a row when he left Abuel. And I'm gay Omonia.
That was Zahid, bro.
Να σας ρωτήσω κάτι. Άλλο πράγμα που είπαν κάπου.
I asked him a while back. If there was any truth in him being linked with Omonia. So he said I didn't hear anything. He goes, I didn't hear anything.
So it was only bullshit. That's why I don't give a shit what they say anymore.
The one question I was going to ask is someone put it on the comment section again about another thing you guys have to be happy about is the fact he got you through to the next. Well, technically, no, it's a qualifying round of the Conference League. But do you guys think, Anita Novatas or Pomodidismas, we weren't going to get through?
We'd never get through with him.
No.
Where we are now, I mean, like the last games we had, Okay.
Όχι θα δεν rapid. Με τον Dabrauskas.
Okay.
No chance.
Because we couldn't defend. We couldn't defend with him. It was just attack. He didn't have variation.
Yeah.
He didn't have any. And I'm not saying that Yanni has variation either. His systems are very predictable. But the difference is, he knows how to suffocate teams. He knows how to suffocate teams. And where we were let down against Anorthosis was the work rate. It wasn't the actual performance itself. Well, yeah, it was a performance, but it was the work rate and the fact that Anorthosis wanted it more. If our players were up for it, like they should have been, we'd have ripped them apart. If Semedo didn't fucking square the pass in the first minute, rather than putting a bottom corner, it'd have been 4 or 5-0. Anorthosis were on their knees. They had a 19-year-old up front. 19-year-old up front that had only played 1 game or 2 games before. Krikoviak went off injured. They had a 3-man central defensive line that had only played 1 or 2 games together. They were there for the taking.
Yeah, everything was like against them. They had no striker. And they were the outsiders. They had nothing to lose. So they were like, okay, go for it. Well, it is what it is.
Το ποδόσφαιρο, ξέρετε το ούλι, είναι και τύχη. Δηλαδή, όπως είπε ο Στέλ, αν έμπαινε το πρώτο γκολ του Σεμέδο, μπορεί να ήταν και 4-0. Είναι και τύχη. Agree. But, Αναστασίου είναι προπονητής που φοβάται να ρισκάρει. Φοβάται πολλά να ρισκάρει. Και έχει πολλές φορές που κάνει λάθος επιλογές στην ώρα που δεν πρέπει. Δηλαδή, π.χ. με το ΑΠΟΕΛ έδερνα 2-0 που το 12 και μετά καθόμουν άμυνα. Ποιος δεν μου φταίει? Και οι παίχτες νομίζω αποφασίσαν από το πρώτο 10 λεπτό να παίζουν άμυνα ως το 90. Όχι. Είχαν οδηγίες. Ενώ αν έθελε ο προπονητής με το 2-0, με το momentum που έχει η ομάδα, με τον κόσμο πίσω της, αν έπαιζε ούλον ατάκινο στο τέλος του ημιχρόνου, μπορεί να ήταν και 4-0 το ημιχρόνο. Και αποφασίσαμε να κάτσουμε πίσω και μειώσαμε πριν το ημιχρόνο. Για μένα δεν φταίει κανένας άλλος εκτός από προπονητή. Με την Ανόρθωση. Ναι, ήταν άτυχη, χάσαμε πολλές ευκαιρίες. Αλλά και οι αλλαγές του, αν θυμάστε, δεν είχαν λογική. Ή και με τον Άρη. Έβαλε μου τον Στεπίσκι στο 90. Νομίζω, πώς θες τα πόθε ρε κουμπάρ.
Πότε ήταν ρε Πέτρο με το μια όρθωση που έφκαλε τον Γιοβετίτς στη μέση του παιχνίκιου. Γιατί με τον Άρη που νομίζω με την όρθωση έφκαλε τον Γιοβετίτς.
Με τον Άρη έπαιξε 90 λεπτά ο Γιοβετίτς. Όπως είπες τώρα Γιοβετίτς, με τον Άρη. Αφού έβλεπες δεν μπορούσε έναν άλλον άνθρωπο ρε. Γιατί τον έχεις μέσα? Φκάλ τον, έχεις Μουσαλόφσκι, έχεις Σίμιτς, έχεις Μπεζούς για δεκάρι. Τι τον άφηκες στο Γιοβετίτς και ήμασταν με μείον παίχτη ρε κουμπάρ. Εν τούτα τα λάθη που κάνει, που κάποιος μπορεί να πει μικρά-μικρά. Όχι, είναι μικρά-μικρά λάθη. Είναι μικρά, λάθη μικρά που επηρεάζουν όμως. That can make the difference. Εν τούτο που νευριάζει ο παραπάνω ο κόσμος με τον Αναστασίου. Anyway.
Έχει τα ζητούτα, έχει τα κακά του, αλλά δεν ξέρω, έχει ένα νακ που να βγάλει αποτελέσματα. Ενώ με την Άκη, για παράδειγμα, στο αέρα δεν καθέναν κανένας ότι να τα 3-0. Εντάξει, είναι και φάνηκαν και τυχεροί που φάμε με τέρματα και το παιχνίδι, αλλά παίξαμε και καλά defensively, ευκήκαμε και μπροστά, χάσαμε και τις ευκαιρίες μας, βάλαμε και τα τέρματα, ήμασταν clinical, περάσαμε, ok, 3-0. Ύστερα και το παιχνίδι με όρθωση, τρώιστες. Λαλείς γαμώ του, όμως σύστομο, και είναι όλο το work rate, επίεν του κόλ. Μετά παίζεις ο Σπαρτακό, πιάνεις λίγο momentum. Παίζεις μονάρι, 0-0. Εντάξει, οκ, έχασες ευκαιρίες, το πρώτο ημιχρόνο μόνο εφαίνε σου. Το δεύτερο ημιχρόνο που κάτσεις. Σήμερα, ενώ χτες, sorry, έκαμε εκείνον που πρέπει, τουλάχιστον.
Ναι ρε Στέφανε, είπες με τον Άρη, δεύτερο ημιχρόνο εφάνηκες. Ποιος δεν μου φταίει?
Εκείνος, είναι και λαλό.
Και με μου
ναι,
πείτε
έχει αλάθη του. Ναι.
Γιατί έχει κάποιοι που μου λαλούν η κούραση. Μα ποια κούραση ρε? Όποιος σε κουράστηκε να βγεις 5 αλλαγές, αλλά είσαι στην ομάδα τη μισή. Δεν μπορώ να συνεχίσω την πίεση, όπως έκαμε το πρώτο ημιχρόνο. Ναι, δεν εξαρτάται ούλα από σένα, αλλά έναν κομμάτι εξαρτάται από σένα. Εμείς αποφασίσαμε μείνουμε πίσω άμυνα. Γιατί? Κουράστηκε ο Κακουλής ή ο Σεμέδο. Έχω τόσους παίχτες στον πάγκο. Να τους αλλάξω τους που κουραστεί για να πιέσω όπως επίεζα. Να πάω για την νίκη. Γιατί να πάω για το save. Είμαι Ομόνοια, δεν θέλω το save. Είναι τελικός του πρωταθλήματος ότι κάνει μου τη σοπαλία. Εντάξει, απ' έξω save. Θέλω την νίκη να κοντέψω στη δεύτερη θέση. Go for it.
Well, he's got nothing to lose in the birthday.
Εμείς πού να πάμε κάντε. Στο τέλος.
Αλλά, Bethke, do you think, is there a point of changing a coach now or just keep it as is?
Δεν ξέρω τι να φτάσει να μάθει ο νέος προπονητής. Τα ονόματα τους, τις θέσεις τους. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know.
Με τον που λαλώ, άιστον, ναι, νευριάζει μας, ξέρω εγώ, εντάξει. Αλλά, I don't know αν θέλει άλλο θέλει να κάνει την ίδια δουλειά ή καλύτερα ή χειρότερα. Ρίσκος, αλλά έχεις έναν άνθρωπο που δαμε που τον που πες, ξέρει τους παίχτες, ξέρει αρκετά πράγματα. Μπορεί να έρθει κοινωνικός προηγητής και να παίζει χειρότερα, να παίζει πιο κάτω.
Εντάξει, ο προπονητής ο άλλος...
I don't know if you can go higher than what you are now at this one.
Θα τον αφήγει ο Αναστασίου μόνο του τον Τουρκό προπονητή. Σίγουρα να του παραγγείλει, να του πει κάποια πράγματα. Αλλά...
No,
I don't know.
I don't know. Because we tried this, and actually he wasn't the coach technically until the summer. And we tried it with Vartas to have him there to show him around, blah blah. Within a few months, he was gone. So either you stick to one system or you try another one. But make up your mind. I don't see the point personally. Yeah, still, we were talking about coaches earlier. What do you think? The one that Stefano mentioned, the one who used to be at Huddersfield, Wagner. Everyone thought
I can't see it happening. I can't see it happening. I can't see it happening. It's too big a name.
Yeah.
Too big a name. But I will tell you this now, guys. Whoever they decide to bring in, I don't want him to start straight away.
Okay.
I want him to start in the summer.
Ναι, εγώ σε κάνω Βάλτας.
Yeah, but the difference is Valdas went fishing for fucking 3-4 months. March, April, May, June, July, 5 months. He went fishing and relaxing, as he said, and analyzing. Motherfucker, he should have been in Cyprus, in and around the club. And this is what I want to happen. The next guy that comes in, he's got to live in Cyprus straight away, move over whenever you can, bring your gashes or whatever you want with your sofraga. Just have enough rucha. I mean, go to fucking Jumbo. You can buy rucha there if you don't have any rucha. Yeah? Don't worry about the gila in your valitsa, right? Come to Cyprus. Yeah? Was it? 23 kila. That's what you... Δικαιώτε. That's what you can get, yeah? Right.
Yeah.
So, fuck it. Don't just come with your toothbrush. Just come with your toothbrush, a couple of sofraga and whatever it is, yeah? Get in your apartment and get on wanting to buy your clothes. I mean, they've got that fucking agreement with that clothing company. I'm sure they can give him some rucha for free.
Right?
Yeah? Go to the training ground every day, get to know the squad, get to see them, study them face to face, not on Zoom, none of that shit, not using Y-Scout, wherever it is. Sit there day to day, analyze the squad and say, right, we've got this amount of players on until contract 2026, 27. Right, we can't do anything about them, but I'm going to focus on the players whose contracts are running out at the end of the season. Right? And they say, right, this is what I'm going to do. And then in July or June, you take the reins full time. Thank you, Yanni. Go back upstairs, sit in your fucking grafio and drink your cold coffee. Mr. Brown's is the best for me. Just sit there and drink that and do your job. And that's it. Done. Let your scouts do the scouting, which is what they've been doing for the past couple of years, trying to bring in players, recommending players, but they have not been listening to them. Don't use the same fucking agents. Don't use them. Use different ones. Yeah? Because there's lots of agents around Europe who try to do business with Omonoia that have got big names that will do very, very well in Cyprus and would take the money that's offered, but they don't listen to them because everybody has got his own guys. Do things properly and you will be successful. I will tell you this now, guys. If any other team wins the league this season than Buffalo, it's not because they've won the league, it's because Buffalo have lost it.
Yeah.
That's why. That's the only reason. We should not be 7 or 10 points behind Buffalo. It's unacceptable.
It's 10.
Unacceptable. A club of this stature, this history, this lineage should not be 7 points behind Buffer in January. Sorry.
I didn't even know
Unacceptable.
I thought he was in Cyprus all this time. I thought he was there.
Who?
Vatas. I honestly thought he was there.
Malaga, he came to Cyprus twice.
No.
What
No,
the
my man
fuck?
was going in Europe watching
Bro, he
one
came to
random
Cyprus
games.
twice.
Ναι,
How?
και εγώ ξενέμπανα με έχω φωτογραφίες χωρώ, με interview, με το ένα, με το άλλο, με να λέει κανένας ότι ήρθε, ξέρω εγώ, τίποτε ρε. Ούτε είχαμε ιδέα, τούτος ο προπονητής, έτσι unknown ήταν. Ούτε στο γήπεδο ήταν. Πού δεν ήταν.
Φίλε, εγώ είπα το και να ξαναπώ. Για μένα το πιο σημαντικό κομμάτι είναι ο Vice President. Για μένα. Που να ξέρει, να καταλαβαίνει και να κατανοεί το ποδόσφαιρο. Όχι όπως το γλυόρι. Που η δουλειά του ήταν η business, δεν ήταν η Ομόνοια. Ένας προπονητή, ένας αντιπρόεδρος που έχει τα connection του, έχει τη δύναμη και ξέρει που ποδόσφαιρο. That's my opinion. Και μετά αν έχει το vice president που ξέρει που ποδόσφαιρο, σημαίνει ότι θα προσλάβει άτομα που ξέρουν που ποδόσφαιρο. Προπονητή, τεχνικό διευθυντή και σου είπα μου πες. Θα ξέρει για παίχτες, θα τα ξέρει τα πάντα. Αν έχεις έναν πρόεδρο που ξέρει που μάπα. Είχαμε έναν αντιπρόεδρο που δεν έξερε που μάπα. Είχαμε τον Ταραπολούζη που δεν έξερε που μάπα. Είδαμε που καταλήξαμε. Εμείς τώρα μέσα στην ομάδα έχουμε ένα που ξέρει που μάπα, που είναι Αναστασίου. Που καταλαβαίνει τι είναι το ποδόσφαιρο. Κανένας άλλος. Φαντάσου να έχεις έναν αντιπρόεδρο που ξέρει που μάπα. Τι διαφορετικό θα είναι. That's my opinion, guys.
Και έναν ρε φίλε, που ένας άνθρωπος, όχι αυτός που γίνω, τον που πένω τουλάχιστον έρθει, να του πεις, να του πεις τούν τα πράγματα, ξέρω εγώ, να άρχισε να τους χωρίς, να χωρίς να τους παίζουν, ποιες είναι οι αδυναμίες, ποιες είναι οι δυνάμεις, ποιος κάνει για το σύστημα μου, το έναν άλλο, να μου θέλω, πολλά πράγματα, να δαμε, να είναι έτοιμος, πριν έρθει. Να έχεις έναν άνθρωπο να τα κάνει τούτα όλα up, everything, from the beginning. Να μην είναι τώρα να φέρνω το Βάλτα και να το άλλο εμπειράζει Βάλτας μου κάνω τη χέλης ώσπου να έρθεις. Δεν πιστεύω έτσι έκαμα. Για να πιένει ο Βάλτας με κάνει φύση.
I would have fired him after that. Fucking hell.
A lot of clubs use data to find players. That's why there are many scouts that are out of work because clubs use data to find players. That's why Brighton and all these other smaller teams have been so successful finding players because they use data. But they also have people out there for the eye test. And no amount of looking at data saying this player played 55% accurate passing backwards. It ain't gonna, it's good to have the data to see what they can do from an analytical perspective. But the eye test is just as important, if not more, because you get to see their body language, you get to see all that kind of stuff. Are they scanning? You don't see these things in data. You don't see, this player scanned before he received the ball 3 or 4 times every time he received. No. That's why you need someone there to look at these players, right? And the same goes for the coach. If the coach wants to analyze his squad, he needs to be there for a prolonged period of time. And I don't mean a month. That's not enough. No, because in a month, you might have 4 wins on the bounce and everyone is riding high. But what about from, say, February to May, when you might have 3 losses or 4 losses or back-to-back losses or losses against a derby team and the fans are reacting? Or these are the human elements that you need to notice. Data doesn't tell you that. Data won't tell you how many Omonoia fans were booing the players. They won't tell you how many, arguments fans had off the field or in the cafene or on podcasts about a player and to change the perception. It won't do that. That's why you need someone on what they call the cold face. Someone there that sees it all. Not someone that is in the fucking apartment in, I don't know, Lithuania, and you've got the Zoom call with the vice president saying, everything's okay, don't worry about it, it's fine. And then you've got the president in New York saying, don't worry about it, everything's okay. And then the press officers going, it's all right, don't worry. scribble. Everything's all right.
The coach will start immediately when they announce him. Anastasio asks for a new coach because he don't want to take any risks anymore.
Or he doesn't want to fucking put his head on the chopping block.
Guys, I want to stand on what I said. I just want to ask you guys honest opinion that if you agree or disagree for what I said for the vice president. Honest.
Yeah, I agree.
We fully agree on that.
Remind me what you said.
About the vice president, it's the most important thing to have.
We've got a vice president.
Who?
Guys.
Millones?
He's gone fishing too, then.
Yeah, guess what I'm going to say.
Yes, how the dude's name? He's not the vice president of Omonoia. Oh, he's and we don't know it.
Ain't it?
He still is the vice president.
He's still here.
But-
No.
Allegedly.
He's not in the cop shit. What the fuck he is?
Allegedly, he's still the vice president. Allegedly, he's still talking to agents about players. Allegedly.
Ναι ρε φίλε, αλλά του κάμα σε αποχαιρετιστήριο γράμμα, δεν ξέρω εγώ.
Allegedly.
Yeah, they're just a match.
Να έχεις το κοινό ρε, σίγουρα να πάει να πει την ομάδα του ρε, δεν παίζει ρόλο ρε. Ότι ήταν στο μάτσο, να πάει να δει την ομάδα του. Αλλά, δεν ξέρω, αν έμεινε ο vice president μας, όπως λαείτε και εσείς ο θκέρ μας ο Γλιώρης.
Back to the data. I think data for me. I stopped listening to data when Arsenal signed Mustafi. I'm sorry to go back to Arsenal, but that's
Listen, I'm sorry, but the signings that Arsenal have made in the last 2-3 years under Arteta have been absolutely shite.
How dare you? It's
Shite.
Don't you enjoy the mechanical football, the overcoaching? It's fantastic.
Yeah.
Anyway,
In the over-coaching there. Get it out wide and pop it in the box. Set piece.
we can hire Anastasio.
Imagine if
Well, we had 10 corners last night and didn't do anything from them.
Yes, still.
Yeah.
Imagine if Omonoia had the third pieces of Arsenal.
Oh, yeah.
It would have been a joy.
Champions.
Of course.
I'm sorry.
Πρώτο γύρο.
But I've been saying this for a long time anyway.
If Anastasio stepped over the rest of the door. Ooh, okay.
Ενδιαφέρον.
Can I be honest though? I've never seen just for one thing. Now we mentioned Arsenal about set pieces. Every time Arsenal gets a set piece, Arteta sits down. The set piece a coach gets up. So I don't know what the fuck that's about. What does that even entail exactly?
Εκείνος ρε που το θα κάνει.
Yeah, but Stefan, like, what the fuck? Like, why does he have to get up? Like, oh, time to earn my money. Well, if you've been doing it all week, would you expect it? Like, I don't understand. Anyway,
Ξέρω τι είναι τέρμα.
next, fuck Arsenal for now. Still, the one I actually forgot to ask you this because you said this months ago about Grigori, about how you said that the only one you actually think in terms of the board they've got a bit of a not winning mentality as such, but a nasty streak in him is him. Yeah. What did you mean by that? Because I've heard that
because he's ruthless.
But if he was so ruthless, wouldn't he be honest with his friend and say we're doing everything wrong?
Or maybe because he's ruthless that he knows exactly what he's doing.
Arrogant.
Do you really listen? Do you really think that he's only making one wage from the club?
No chance.
No.
Right. So if he again, listen, this is just conjecture. So I'm not saying that this is fact. All right. So before people start jumping on my neck, yeah, we know that he was the vice president, right? So he's making that wage. We know that he was doing transfer negotiations. Do you really think he didn't get a cut out of some of those transfers?
100%.
We know that he was running the online website and the online ticketing thing. You don't think he's making something out of the ticket fees? I'm sure you guys pay ticket fees when you buy tickets online. You might pay an extra euro for something like, because a lot of them do. Right? You think he's not making anything from that?
Yeah.
So he's making. He's like an octopus. He's got tentacles everywhere. Honestly, what else is he involved in? I mean, he did the commercial deals as well. You think he doesn't make commission on those? Allegedly, of course he does. Allegedly.
Yeah, but it doesn't sound like he's got a winner sort of mentality to get money out winning stuff. That's the difference.
But you say that. But the thing is, it's not about winning mentality just on the pitch. He's not on the pitch. But what I'm trying to say is, if there's a player that isn't doing well, or they feel that they're not pulling their weight, he will fucking rip them to shreds. And you should see how he's treated. Listen, I'm not going to say too much, but from what I've heard about from previous players, past players at Omonoia, the way that he has behaved, I'm like, that is shitty. But at the same time, you've got to be ruthless. And if you say to a player, we don't want you, and I'm going to do what I can to make sure that it pisses you off to the point where you want to leave and you break your contract, I'm going to do it, because that's what he does. Allegedly. Unless I'm saying allegedly a lot.
Yeah.
Don't want to get you into trouble.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're allowed to say this. If you can say yes or no. Have you ever asked what's his name? Kasama to come on?
No, I wouldn't have to get in touch with him, to be honest.
Right.
I can speak to Bash, but I don't even know if he speaks English.
Fair enough. I mean, I was going to say, like, that would be interesting conversation just to see, like, because I actually think when he first came, he looked really decent. Like, I don't.
He was a cracking player, but they destroyed him. They destroyed
Yeah.
him. But then he fucked himself as well, because he didn't get used to I don't think he took the league serious. I think he thought they would come to Cyprus and boss it like he was bossing France. But the difference is, you can't make a debut against Agrida, get sent off. That's the worst start you could have. And he went downhill from there.
His temperament wasn't there as well. His temperament wasn't there.
Well, you say that, but in training, from what I was told by some of the players, that he was a right laugh. People loved him. That he was a character.
Actually, lost a match.
I
don't know.
Do you mean his temper? He lost his temper.
Excellent
Ναι.
mappa.
Oh,
Excellent
ναι.
mappa.
No, he did.
You can question the Kasama signing all you want, but I can go back to Juri Shradi. You can speak about Besedin. You could talk about EI. You could talk about so many players that have come and gone. Matavs, Matavs I think was the exception, because he came in at the end. He came in at the end of the transfer window, and in the summer we became really stacked with forwards. We had Karim, we had Hooper, we had Gaguli, and where was Matavs going to play? He wasn't pulling up any trees. He was scoring goals in Group B just about against Bayek. No, sorry, Bayek, not Bayek. God, if we had Bayek in Group B, that would have been funny. Scoring goals against Bayek and fucking, who was it then? I don't even fucking remember. It wasn't Othello. It wasn't Ayers. But yeah, so big teams and then again, the way that he was treated by someone allegedly, I couldn't believe it. They wanted him gone. They were telling him you can find a club, and then when we were struggling to bring in a striker, they were begging him to do his best for the team. And then they signed Hooper, and then he was back out again. Like, what the fuck? Make your mind up.
But that's the thing. Like, as much as we are fans and we get pissed off with players leaving and blah blah blah, Judas this and whatever, at the end of the day, we don't see this side of it because we're never told 100% what goes on behind the scenes.
No, bro. But the thing is, I'm thinking about, if I think about recent history, players that have left, I'm like, thank fuck you've gone. Like, thank fuck you've gone. Atzili's top of the list. Top of that list.
Player, I talk to him like that.
Okay. He's the top of that list. And there's been a few others. But then a lot of them that have left, I've said to myself, not now, but I'm saying like the season after they left, they say they leave in the summer. I've always said to myself, if we've kept maybe 2 or 3 of them for one more year, that could have helped in terms of, you know, their experience and everything. Because don't forget, we have players like Jordi leaving, Thiago leaving, Ernest Asante leaving, Shehu leaving. And this was practically all in the space of the same summer, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think so. I think so. Yeah.
No, I'm not saying Thiago would have done a lot of things. I'm not saying Jordi would have done a lot of things. Ernest, but at least having them there as squad players or to keep them within the club to, you know, to keep some of that core group of players that have got the experience of winning a league title, or to keep the morale up, or to keep other players in check. It doesn't help when you're getting rid of 10, 15 players every summer. And yet it's happening in Cyprus. It's been happening in Cyprus for a long time. Yeah. But now the tide is changing. The landscape is changing, right? You're not going to have a club challenging for the title when they get rid of 10, 11 players every season. That's why Ari and Buffo are where they are, because they only get rid of 4 or 5 players, 6, 7 at the most. But they're going to keep the core group of players. Ari, they won the league 2 years ago. They've still got Vanna Alves, Boake, Steve Yago, Bengtson, Kokorin.
Yeah, that's why I said 1 minute, but I'll bring it back up.
I agree with George.
I agree.
Listen, I will always say this about Stepinski, right? He is the perfect player to have against your Paralimnis, your Salaminas, all these lower clubs that you're struggling to score goals against, because he scores goals against these teams. Right? Look at the statistics. This season, how many goals has he scored in big games? Ajax, the 1-0. Apart from that, hat-trick against Aradipu, 2 against Salamina, and...
I'm going to say it otherwise.
Yeah, that's what I said. That's the only big game he scored in.
Yeah, the 1-0 game. The 1-0. Well, we were there, eh?
Apollon, he scored against.
Apollon, yeah, I ήταν event.
Apollon in the 3-1.
Guys,
I have to see.
Stefanos is a goal scorer when είναι μέσα στην περιοχή. When he comes out of the area, παίζουμε με 10 παίχτες. Όπως δηλαδή είδαμε ο George. No speed, δεν ήξερε παίζουμε την πλάτη, no fast reactions, έχει δίκιο σε ούλα. Αλλά αν είναι μέσα στην περιοχή, είναι επικίνδυνος παίχτης.
But think about this. You need, if you're going to have, Paradigma, 3 strikers in the squad, each one of them needs to be different in what they can bring. You can't have this, because it's like taking off El Arabi and bringing on Drazic. Similar players. But they got Sodiriu. That's a different kind of striker. I think he's kind of different because I think he's more physical than Drazic. I think anyway. I think he's more physical. Drazic is hard, but I think anyway. Listen, okay. You look at Ari, for example. Yeah, you got Gogorin. You got Gogorin. You got Savo. You've got who else are there? Kvilitaya. Are they all the same?
Gomis.
Right, but they're not the same kind of players, are they?
Oh,
they've got variation.
Because we are talking about Stefanos now, I'm just saying that when he's in the area, είναι ο Stefanos. Όταν βγει υπόξιον περιοχή, δεν υπάρχει. So, όπως είπες και Ζούρες, θέλω να agree with that. It depends on the opponent. Because, like, σαν εχθές, εγώ δεν να ξεκινήσω τον Stefanos. Εγώ εχθές προσωπικά σαν Πέτρος ήταν να ξεκινήσω το Στεμπίσκι, γιατί ξέραμε όλοι ότι έτσι πίστευκο, ξέραμε όλοι, ήταν η γνώμη δική μου, ότι το Παραλίμνη θα έπαιζε full άμυνα. Και μόνο με στατικές φάσεις θα μπορούσαμε να βάλουμε τέρμα, όπως έγινε το πρώτο τέρμα. Γιατί, όπως να έχει, το Παραλίμνη δεν παίζει πολλά επιθετικά. Έπαιζε άμυνα, ευκάλαμε τόσες έτρες, ο Κακουλής δεν είναι παίκτης που θα πιάει κελέ, και αν η άλλη σου επιλογή ο Στεπίσκι. Εγώ θα τον έβαλα Στεπίσκι γιατί είναι καλός κλούβατσης. Μόνο για τίποτα άλλο. Μόνο για τούτο, για τίποτα άλλο. Ναι, και τούτο πρόβλημα. Ή γίνεται οι κόφτες σου ή ο δεκάρις σου. Εντάξει, ο δεκάρι του κάνει και άλλες δουλειές. Αλλά ειδικά οι κόφτες σου, αν μην μπορούν να σουτάρουν, να μην μπορούν να σκοράρουν. Οι κόφτες σου περιμένεις να κάνουν και ένα shoot box στην περιοχή. Δεν το έχουμε τούτο. Πρέπει να κάνεις shoot.
Παραπάνω φορές πασάρουν στα πλάια. Δεν κάνουν shoot. Την ώρα που πρέπει να κάνουν shoot, δεν κάνουν shoot, πασάρουν πλάια ή να δοκούν αλλού ή πίσω. Ή να δοκούν... Ναι.
Εν κάνουν shoot ή δεν το έχουν. Μα γίνεται μεν τόσες. Παίζεις σε εκείνη τη θέση...
Ή δεν το έχουν ή φοβούνται.
Μπορεί να βρεθείς ο μπρος. Γίνεται να φοβάσαι.
Ή μπορεί να τους λέει ο προμηθείς κάμε εκείνο. I don't know, could be many things. I don't
know. Πώς έχουμε δύο κόφτες, τρεις, με τον Κούσουλο και ο Χάμπο, γιατί έβαλε έναν τέρμα ο Κούσουλος ο Στρατζενό, ο Νεράκοβιτς προς την ΑΕΛ. Έβαλε κανένας άλλος. Ο Χάμπος έβαλε τέρμα. Ενώ το εθνικό ο Χάμπος, στην πρώτη αγωνιστική που τυχερό τέλεια. Μου άρεσε και έβαλε τέρμα ως τώρα. Γιατί 24 παιχνίδια οι κόφτες μας πήγαν 3 τέρματα. Τα 24 παιχνίδια. Δεν έχουν την καλή πλεονεκτική θέση.
Τα δεκάρκα παραπάνω να βάλουν γκολ οι wingers, strikers, τούτοι τα. Αυτό το σκορ είναι Αλιούμ και ο Στεβίσκι.
Ναι, σίγουρα να βάλω δεκάρι σου του wingers σου, αλλά αφού και οι κόφτες σου, παρατήρησα το πολλές φορές, είναι και σε πλεονεκτική θέση.
Ναι, ναι, I understand, ναι. Και εγώ θέλω παραπάνω να κάνουν ένα risk σε εκείνες θέσεις.
Who's more clinical then? This is a good question. Between them two, Stebinski or Kakuli?
Stepinski. 100%.
Stebinski.
100%. But the reason why I say this is because the difference between the two players, there are many differences, but Gaguli is an instinctive striker. If you give him a split second to make a decision, 9 times out of 10, that ball's going in. If you give him time to think, 9 times out of 10, no chance. Look at the goals that he scored. He hasn't had time to think.
First time.
Every goal that he scored this season. Look at the 2 goals against Ajax, for example. The ball's dropped. He has a split second to decide what he's going to do. Bang. The second one, when it's crossed across the goal from Alioum, split second, bang. The goal against, was it
Rapid Vienna?
Or Rapid Vienna? Which one was that one? I can't remember.
Like, still, but even, it's not really instinctive though, because
the goal against Vikinga, where he's had to drop the shoulder and then put it in the top corner. All the goals that he scored, the goal against Abuel in the league last season, where where Bezos has taken the free kick and he's run across his body, and that's instinctive.
Yeah.
He hasn't had time to think about it.
Με τον Απόλλωνα πιέντε τα τέτοιο βάλεντο. Με τον Απόλλωνα πιέντε τα τέτοιο βάλεντο. Δεν ήταν, όχι μπάσαν ο γιο με τέτοιο βάλεντο.
Karimiotissa, he gets the ball from 30 yards out. He takes one touch. He just looks up, bang, top corner. Instinctive.
Yeah.
But if you give him time to think, no. But Stepinski, he's a different kind of player. But the problem is, but the problem with Stepinski is that he misses too many sitters.
The easy ones. Núñez.
Yeah, I think the game that really proved that was the Ghent one. That really was fucking frustrating. Yeah, Stebinski now, yeah.
I want Stebinski only for the headers.
No, Stebinski is scavenger.
Yeah, but the problem is that he won't be doing much in corners.
Yeah.
I don't see him next season in Omonoia, to say the truth.
No.
Δεν δώσει πολύ το τέλος της σεζόν. For 1.5 years που τον πιάμε. Η Φέμι Μπαρινάς.
Σε χρόνο, ρε. Σε χρόνο. Γενάρη πέρσι.
Για 1,5 χρόνο που τον πιάμε δηλαδή.
Yeah. Ooh.
Ωραία, ένα
Yeah,
χρόνο.
yeah, like Stefanos said. So maybe this. I don't know.
24 το Γενάρη. Γενάρη πέρσι που ήταν. Με το 24.
Άρα,
Ήταν πέρσι, ναι. Ναι.
What
still
happened
do
to
you
him? Another good question.
No, no chance.
No chance.
No chance failed. For me, έπρεπε να είναι δεκαδάτη. If you ask me, personally. Είναι δεκαδάτη.
Look, I know we do this and we talk and stuff, and maybe like you don't give many players a chance. But I don't know if he still remembers this, but he came on our watch along with Norway, with Cyprus playing Norway, and he mentioned what's his name, Diongu, saying that he's not that good actually for AEK. Do you still think he's decent? I mean, trash, or do you think he's actually changed a lot, got better?
Look, the biggest problem I have with Dionku is that every time he receives the ball, he always takes a touch, whether it be to control it or to move it forward. And when you do that, you give your opponents an extra second or an extra 2 seconds to get into position.
Right.
And against, who was it? Was it Anorthosi? Who was it against? I think it was Anorthosi, where he was literally on the touchline every single time we got the ball. And I thought to myself, like, is that him doing it intentionally? Like, because he doesn't understand the game. But then the more I watched it, Hamas was doing the same. So those were his instructions. Our fullbacks were 20 yards away from our centre backs. And he was told to hug the touchline and overlap because Anorthosi had two wide men, one on either side, that would track him. But he'd get forward. But the problem with Dionku going forward is that he doesn't think about the simple pass. He always tries, well, I say always, but most of the time, he always tries that incisive pass. And how did we get caught for the first goal? He crossed the halfway line. He tried to play a through ball between the left back and the centre back, right? And he's got intercepted by the central midfielder. Ball's played over the top. He hasn't got back in time. The ball's been crossed in the box, and what's his name? Karalambos has put the ball in the bottom corner. And you're thinking, defensively, up here, you can't read the game. You can't read the game.
Έχω και στη μαπάν. Κάτσε με να του το marking την ίδια ώρα. Όλη η ομάδα, collectively, που είσαστε. Οκ, έχασε τη μαπάν. Galvanize. Try and stop a cross. Or the shot, or something, to markare.
And that's why I kept saying at the beginning of the season, we needed a holding midfielder. And people were saying to me, no, we don't need a holding midfielder. We don't need, I'm like, we need a holding midfielder. The best holding midfielder we had since Vitor Gomez was Bash.
Yep, easily.
Was Bash. And it's not as if like people say to me, oh, well, he's playing non-league in England. Yeah, because he couldn't find a club. But best believe he had offers from Cyprus before he came back. And the only reason why he came back to England is because his wife lives in Nottingham. His wife's Scottish. That's the only reason. I'm not sure he wanted him.
Yeah,
they wanted him and Morgan Brown. I'm sorry, if he's good enough for Anorthosi, then come on.
For me, he should have stayed. I don't,
Yeah, it's exactly what Stel mentioned. Why can we just keep him just for that character? And also, he leads by example. And he's always been. He's such a small. He's not a big guy, I don't think. Anyway, what I've seen him on the pitch, but he gets stuck in there. And stuff
Ray,
like
the
that.
youngsters look up to him.
Yeah,
this is the other thing. Not just Gagoleo Loizu or Pana. It's the other players, the younger players in the academies, because he cared. He wanted to know what was going on around the club. He cared. And this is the fundamental difference. When you sign these players that are in their 30s, do you sign them just because of their ability, or would you sign them because they can bring something different to the table?
So
when you have someone like Bash, that's 33, 34, even 35, okay? Yeah, he might not be everyone's cup of tea. He might not be a Roman Bezos that can play a 30-yard square ball. Oh, wank. Right? But I tell you what, okay, Bash probably has more respect from the younger players than Bezos does. I bet he does. I bet he does. I'm not a gambling man, it's haram, but you know.
But
τι να προσφέρεις. Δεν είναι σημαντικό.
sorry, Pedro said no. Do you agree still that these are not failed transfers? And you, Stefano, same question.
Bro, they haven't played enough. They haven't played enough.
I'm gonna say why they're not. First, haven't played enough, and not only we haven't played enough. For me, πρέπει να είναι δεκαδάτη. The first reason, because they're very fast. For wing back, you must be very fast. Diogo and Hamas are not fast, or they're not faster than Gibson and Masura. First, they must be very fast. Second, they're more stronger. That's why I want them in the first 11. Speed is stronger. About the crosses. All right. Hamas has very nice crosses. All right. Okay. That's the only reason he's starting. For the crosses. Nothing else.
Pedro, the thing is for me, right, and again, you can call me a bachuero and old school in my thinking, but defenders are there to defend. Like goalkeepers are there to keep the ball out, not fucking just use their feet and play out from the back, right? And if Malaga, if you've got a fullback, like a right back or a left back, that always stands off the man that's crossing the ball, 9 times out of 10, that ball's going in the box. They don't get tight enough. They don't get tight enough on the wingers, and that's what annoys me because we've conceded. Let me get my statistics up, right? Because I'm on this right now. Let me get them up on the score, well, on my screen anyway, right? I don't think I've updated it since the fucking which game was it? Hold on.
Did you watch the pod last week that we did with Ike Abuel and we with Harry? Did you see that pod?
Nah, bro. No.
Listen, about what you said now, that they stuck to them. What is Abuel's strength?
Well, it's not defending. It's not defending.
No.
Activating.
It's the set pieces.
Set pieces, yeah. Set
And the
pieces.
crosses.
Yeah.
All right. Ike, did you see that game, Mike with Abuel?
Yeah, they ripped them apart.
All right. Τι έκαμασαι in back τους στα winger τους? Man to man.
Well, they couldn't get close to them. They couldn't get close to them. Couldn't get close to them.
No, they were very close to them. In back inside.
Yeah.
They were at least 1 meter away from Abuel's wingers. Why?
Yeah. I mean, I thought you were asking about Abuel. No. I defended well, but if you look at, but the thing is, what you need to understand is that they defended from. Never, bro. They defended from the front. So Aitor was pressing. Yeah.
No.
What's his name?
Something else I want to say. I want to say something else. That they know that Abuel's strength is the crosses. Because I had very tall guys in the box. So what did they do? Οι back τους παίζαν σχεδόν man to man με τα winger της ΑΕΚ, με το Αποέλ, για να με βγάλουν σέντρα. Και καταφέραν τα.
Yeah.
Το δεύτερο δυνατό σημείο του Αποέλ ποιο είναι? Τα κόρνερ. Πόσα κόρνερ κέρδισε το Αποέλ με την ΑΕΚ?
I don't know.
1 or 2, I think.
Yeah, κάτι έτσι. Maybe.
So they read.
I don't even remember Abua having much attack apart from the goal, to be honest.
Και πότε είναι κάμω.
Ike read the game. So, να πάω και με και όπου είπες εσύ ρε Στέλ, ότι, που είπες το πολλές φορές φυσικά, ότι αφήνουμε πολύ χώρο στον άλλον να σκεφτεί ή να βγάλει σέντρα. Πόσα γκολ φάμε έτσι? Πολλά. Και γι' αυτό εγώ σαν Πέτρος προσωπικά, επειδή θέλω τον Μασούρα και τον Κίτσο να είναι εντεκαδάτη για εκείνους και ο λόγους. Είναι πιο δυνατή και πιο γλυόρη.
So you want Hamas and Dionku on the bench?
But how many games have they played this season? How many games have they played this season?
All.
Pretty much all of them.
Malaga, let me get Hamas's stats.
Καλά και ένα πνέο.
He's played 29 games this season. 29.
Να χιάσμα.
17 leagues, 6 Conference League and 6 qualifiers. 29.
Yes, mad.
It's mad. It's
And he
mad.
was-
Και προκύψε. Πόσα?
Και ήταν ένας από τους λόγους ο Χαμάς που πιάμε την ισοπαλία με το ΑΠΟΕΛ. Αν θυμάστε το δεύτερο τέρμα. Don't forget.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm trying. I don't even want to remember it, to be honest, bro.
Would it have Watford's fault though for not clearing the ball well?
Με το άλλο το βλάκα, τον Λεβάντρο.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember. That was.
Anyway, δεν νευριάζω.
Πέρασε είναι.
This is another one. Do you believe that Omonoia is a team that can never play with two on the attack? Why no one has the balls to play with Gakuli and Stebinski? Yeah, but then what do you have on the bench? That's the question. But can I ask this? I get football involves. And like when I was growing up, pretty much 4-4-2. Then the whole 4-3-3 came in. Then Conte came at Chelsea and did 3-5, whatever it was. Like nobody plays 4-4-2 anymore. I don't get why. Why is it impossible to play like that with two strikers?
That's a good question.
You know why? Because the strikers are dying.
Right.
If you look at world football right now, when you say centre forward, how many can you think of in world football today at elite level? Centre forward.
Haaland. That's
One.
Mbappe's not really because he
No.
can drift out as well. Yeah. That's a good question. I mean, Lewandowski, all right, he's at the end
Never.
of his career.
Okay. I'll give you that.
Yeah.
Kane.
Kane. Actually, nah. I'm all right, thank you.
No. Let's be real. Come on. Let's not be silly. Let's not be silly. Because if Harry Kane was wearing a red and white shirt, playing in London, you'd be saying that he's one of the greatest of all time. I know you are.
He was one of our own.
I'm hearing Arsenal fans telling me that fucking Saka's better than Vinny Jr. Get out of here, man. Come on.
I've never said that before.
Καλύτερος πως Σαλάχ.
I've heard people telling me that Saka's a better Premier League player than Mo Salah. Come on, get out of here.
The Vinicius.
You've probably never been to Madrid, Pedro.
Όχι, πήγαινε, έχει φωτογραφία. Έχει φωτογραφία.
Για μένα ο Λοΐζου είναι καλύτερο από Σάκα, ρε.
Oh my god. But yeah, so we thought of 3 strikers in world football.
Ναι, Lewandowski, Kane and Haaland for me. I can't remember.
So who else? You can't think of one.
I was a big fan.
You can't think of an out-and-out centre forward.
Xerxes.
And that's why you think still. That's why.
No, because do you know? I'll tell you. This is what I've been hearing from various coaches in football these days. You know how you said about how football's evolved, right? And there's different systems. You had, as you said, 4-4-2. Then Mourinho came with a 4-2-3-1. This and that. The reason why the traditional centre forward is dying is because, as you rightly said, the game has evolved to the point where academies are coaching players in 4-2-3-1. So they're only playing with one striker. They're looking for a target man, a hold-up player, to get the wide men in. Right? That's how they're coaching them. So you don't have variation for centre forwards. And if you're going to have a forward, they're going to be like a hybrid, like a 9.5. You know? So you're going to have like a Kai Havertz, or you're going to have like an Mbappe. He's not a centre forward, but he drifts to the left and then brings the ball inside. Or you might have, I don't know, like I mean, I could even mention Gyökeres as an out-and-out forward, centre forward.
Yeah.
But he's still up and coming, so I can't say that he's on that level. Yeah.
Marmoush, το ίδιο.
Yeah, again, but he's on the left-hand side and drifts inside.
Yeah.
So again, they're not coaching them to be like that. And if they're coaching them to be out-and-out centre forwards, they got to be target men. So this is why players like Gagulé will thrive in leagues like Sweden, Norway, many of the Scandinavian leagues. Why? And I can tell you this because I know this for a fact, because I've spoken to various coaches in those leagues. A lot of these clubs, like Hammarby, for example, or Nordsjælland, or wherever, they're signing these African players because they're fast, right? They're fast. And these leagues are slow leagues because the Danish players can't run. The Swedish players haven't got pace, whatever. So they're signing these African players because they're rapid. Gagulé would smash that league because he's so quick. Defenders wouldn't be able to catch him. Look at Bitter, how well he did at AIK.
Well,
Banging in goals left, right, and centre. He's not the fastest, but he's quick. He's not the fastest, but he's quick. But he knows how to finish. And that's why the striker position hasn't evolved. That's why when we see players like Nel Fiddle, when we see players like, I don't know, I'm trying to think of random players, like Haralambos at Anorthosis, like you see various other strikers, like Cabrera at AEK.
oh, yeah.
You get excited about these ones because they've got something about them. They're different.
Συνήθω
And
χαρτών.
I tell you what, that
Arrest
Cabrera,
me.
we should have got him in the summer. Cabrera, we should have got him in the summer. Enzo Cabrera, we should have signed him in the summer. I was saying it last season when he was smashing goals for Ethnic God. Should have signed him, but no.
Τι εννοείς.
Τους Φώτης Ιωαννίδης.
Ποιος του Παναθηναϊκού. Striker.
Εντάξει, καλά, ανοίξω κανένα μου την.
Ναι. Καλός, έτσι. Εντάξει.
I mean, Berghuis is doing well at Benfica. He scored a couple goals the other day, didn't he? Did he get a hat-trick?
Scored a hat-trick.
Yeah.
Scored a hat-trick. Στην Barcelona.
No, Perkas.
Guy at Benfica.
Ο Παυλίδης.
Pavlidis, sorry. Pavlidis, that's the one. But see, this is the problem, right? And I'm going to keep banging this and banging the drum. These Cypriot players, they've got what they call a shelf life. Okay? If they stay in Cyprus up until the age of 23, 24, they're done. Their development's done. They can't go anywhere else. And if they're going to go somewhere else, it's going to be like Bulgaria, Hungary, a similar kind of league. But they're still not going to pull up trees. So by the age of 19, 20, they need to be out. They need to be in Belgium. They need to be in the Netherlands or whatever. Because that's the only way you're going to develop. They're not going to develop as much as they should in Cyprus. Because the level of coaching isn't great. Why isn't the level of coaching great? Because a lot of the Cypriot coaches haven't had the opportunities to go abroad to learn in Spain and in Germany and all these other countries and then come back. Because when they go, they don't want to come back. You think Ilias Haralambos is going to want to come back after doing so well at Steaua Bucharest? No chance.
No chance. Εμείς του δεν ήταν καλός για τον εθνικό και η δόξα πάει στη Steaua και πιάνει πρόθυμα. Και ο Μίλους τώρα να περάσει. Να ουδός, να μπει. Τα τούτα.
Right. So why would he want to come back? And this is the problem, because these Cypriot coaches that go to study abroad, to work abroad, like that our mate that works at Leeds United, do you think he's going to want to come back to be an analyst in Cyprus? He's at Leeds United, for fuck's sake. Why would he want to come back? What, to put up with all the politics and put up with all the bullshit and all the malagirs that goes on? As an analyst in Cyprus at a club, unless your club is doing things the right way, forget it. Because more often than not, the sporting director, Prieto, and the guy at Apollon, they've got their own people to bring in the players.
He might come back. You might come back. Yorkshire's the right show.
He's at Leeds United. They're being Red Bull are pumping money into him. He might end up in fucking America with New York. He might end up at Salzburg. You don't know. Yeah, but this is what I'm saying. So that's why, you know, the whole scouting thing, it's all Malaguears, man. Listen, I don't know, did I show you that WhatsApp message that Tarabuluzi was sending out?
No, I don't think
Να
Salamina?
δούμε το... Ναι, ναι.
Now, he already starts and inspires and players in the team. He's playing in the Cypriot League. He's more passionate than anyone else. Ivrakovic said he never seen such a good player.
Yeah, I agree.
Come on, Jovetic, you can't compare, man. Jovetic has played in the Premier League and Serie A. He's played, you know, he's won trophies.
Won
Listen,
elite trophies. The guy played at the elite level. Like, there's no
Right.
one at the active level. Ναι, in this league. Γι' αυτό που ήμουν πολλά excited που τον έπιαμε. Ήμουν
Are they
πάρα
from the
πολλά.
same country as well?
Yeah.
No, they're not from the same country. No.
Montenegro.
No.
What about
Yeah. Is he? Is Irakovic from Montenegro?
Χριστιό, ναι. Montenegro.
They played
Okay.
Irakovic.
Yeah.
That's
Montenegro, yeah.
You agree with? I think we should wrap it up because we've been doing it for 2 hours. Do you think what I said at the beginning of the game, beginning of the pod, that I actually think Tuesday is more of a bigger game than the one against Bafo in terms of we've got more chance of winning the trophy, obviously, than to do anything in Europe anyway. Don't get me wrong, I still want to win it.
Tom, Ayala are on the floor, bro. They are on the floor. Fans are crying in the stands because they're worried about getting relegated. They sacked Sacha. Their vice president has gone. They still haven't announced that he's gone.
Right.
They got financial issues. Players are fucking shit. Like most of that squad are fucking shit. If we don't beat them, then forget it. Now, if they're bringing Bumbo, then they stand a big chance of getting through because new manager bounce, etc. But how much work can Bumbo do in the next couple of days to change his team around? And who are we going to be worried about? I thought even Sacha yesterday in his final press conference said we're relying on a 17-year-old to show more balls in these plays. He goes, Triskovsky is 38 years old. We're relying on him to score our goals. Magris is their leading goal scorer. Like, who have they got in that team? They signed Zeturbo, this guy that was in Italy for a bit. If we lose, it will be... That's it.
Easy. Αντιμετώπισες τους τώρα τελευταία, έβαλες τους 4. So in your head, you're like, I can deal with them again, at least. I can easily do the same thing.
No, but that's the wrong mentality to have. That's the wrong mentality to have.
Ναι, επειδή υποτιμάς. Ναι, υποτιμάς. Αλλά εγώ τι λαλό που είναι άλλοι, πρέπει. Άσχετα δεν τους έχω εμπιστοσύνη, πρέπει να κάνεις το ίδιο πράγμα.
Yeah, and this is the pressure that they don't like. They don't like the pressure of having to win this game. If it's a game like Ari, for example, where, oh, you know, if we lose now, whatever, it's not a surprise, but we can give them a go because we're the underdogs. Funny how we play better when we're the underdogs.
Ναι, να μου σας είπα κοπήγια. Και την κουβέντα που είχα με παρέα μου, είπε μου ο παρέας μου, ρε Στέλ, κάνουν την κουβέντα πριν το παιχνιμένα, έτσι είπε μου να έρθετε σήμερα. Τότε το πιέτσι, επειδή δεν είσαστε φαβοροί. Να το έρθετε. Αν είσαστε το φαβοροί, φάστε. Και τρώτε.
We'll see on Tuesday. All I know is that because of the fact we can easily get through to another final, semi-final, to get to the semi-final, and it's, let's be honest, it's more chance of us getting a silverware this season than there is in Europe and in the Baltim, obviously. So, but let's see how we go. Yeah. My prediction is I think we will win. I think we'll probably beat them 3-0, but we'll see how it goes.
For me, it's not going to be easy. It's going to be very hard. And
just many that means it's going to be easy, but I just, with all the problems they have,
everything to beat us. Everything. Because after these allegations that we have now between us, these 5 teams, and we are the reasons, they would do everything to hurt us. Everything.
Fair enough.
Yeah. But shouldn't that give us a motivation as well to beat them? Επειδή
no, side. Θέλουμε motivation να δούμε την ΑΕΛ.
Ναι, εννοώ πας το πράγμα που σου λέω. Επειδή είναι να έχουν το motivation για το πράγμα.
Τσίνοι έχουν motivation.
Yeah.
Also motivation on it. I don't know. I think we still win.
No, it depends on us. 100%.
Yeah.
The only player I'm worried about is Lesovoy. He's the only player I'm worried about because he can really make a difference.
He's a good player.
See, there's another player we should be looking at, man. He's only on loan. He's only on
From
loan
where?
from
old is he?
Dinamo Moscow. 27.
Yeah,
Ah,
same.
very good age.
Ναι. Ή τον άλλον γίνος πες στην καμνίσα. Πόσο, να
He
βγάλω.
plays,
Potho,
he
yeah.
plays number 10, doesn't he? That's the
Yep.
isn't it?
Oh, Lesovoy.
Yeah, 8 and
Left,
10.
left. Well, yeah, he plays left wing. He goes on the left and then comes inside. He's a good
Yeah.
player, man.
No, I
Yeah.
prefer Evandro.
I'm going. See you later.
All right, man. Thank you for jumping on.
Anyway, I hope Evandro goes in the end of the season. In Brody Vlevaldo. Anyway,
Okay, no.
να πάει να βρει τον Αντζίνη μες στο Ισραήλ που πήγε. Τέλος.
Well, anyway.
All right.
Anyway, guys, έναν καλή νύχτα. Ευχαριστώ για την παρέα που περάσαμε
No, thank you.
Yeah,
And
thank you for jumping on. Still, thank you, Pedro. And if you're new to the channel, subscribe, like, and share. We appreciate all the help. And we'll be back this coming week after the game against Isle.
One more thing.
Mm.
Figo, you are Judas. You know what I'm talking about. And still, we need some help in FIFA. We need you. We need some help.
Άλλοι, τσάω, πούντο, όχι. Τούτο είναι η ομάδα μας στο Pro Clubs. Έτσι.
Where?
Still, come on. We need some help.
Τούτο.
Come and
Dudo.
try the stream. Support
Ναι.
the A2THEPSHOW show.
What, me?
No.
What do you want me to do?
I don't know. Find a position and play.
Where? On the no, I'm not playing FIFA. No.
You're gonna do it for the team.
You could be the
No.
set piece coach,
No.
eh?
No.
Estelle, I'm willing to join you to play Fortnite. I don't mind. I like Fortnite.
Okay, good. Excellent.
But
You're
you,
more
have
than
to come
welcome.
you must come to us first.
No.
Τώρα Στέφανε, η ομάδα πολύ σκούτα.
There's more chance of Omonoia getting a decision.
But let's tell the new name of Tom is Figo. You know that.
Figo in
You must
Judas.
know it. It's Figo.
Okay. Or because you
Efrem.
throw pig heads at him.
Judas.
No, because I haven't done it. I haven't even played yet still.
Okay.
You know what? He's the one who started this. Να κάνουμε νομονίες στο FIFA Pro Clubs. Εγώ με τον Στέφανο κάμερα στέλνουμε. Και ο Figo
He starts, he doesn't even show up.
Oh wow!
Anyway, guys.
I've invited you guys to start something, and I'm not doing it. All right.
He's the one that arranges to go Buzukia and then he pulls out last minute. Okay, one of those.
I'm not gonna come.
He created the WhatsApp group. He bought all the Sidiria. He got the Trapezia ready, everything. And then last minute, I'm not coming. Fuck it. You lot could have a good time. I'm staying on to watch Netflix.
At least, let us tell you must come. You must watch a game
Watch your game.
because ο Figo είπε ότι να προσπαθήσει να το κάνει live stream the game.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I told you this though. That's why I was asking you about these things.
Ναι.
Αλλά άλλα καμία και πιστεύω του πλέον. Ψεύτης. Είναι Ιούδας.
Hey, we can't have life of luxury like Stefan or like you know, not working. So
Not working. Look at the day there.
no, you don't. No, you don't.
Oh, okay. Anyway, guys.
We'll get it done. It's just been hard at work lately, man. We haven't got
Excuses. Excuses are for women.
Έτσι μου πέντε. Ο Πέτρος.
Excuses are for women.
Well, do you know what? You mentioned the W word. Do you know why whenever there's like a war or something, they say women and children go first?
No.
Yeah, so when there's a war or where there's a crisis or whatever, they say women and children, you save them first, right? So they can go, yeah? Do you know why that's the case? Because
why?
it gives men some time with silence to think about how to fix the problem.
I prefer to listen to the bullets and the tanks than mine.
Same.
Take the rubbish out. Bang, 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 bang. Paint the walls. Go that way.
With RPG. I'm ready.
Yeah, I'll go that way. Fucking hell.
Pedro.
Yeah.
She doesn't go to games, does she? Did she go to Omonoia games with you?
Not.
Ja se pode persi puta. Ja se persi, Cioè pode. Come on? Ja se pode vedi una match.
If we ever meet her, I'm going to think what you just said to that. I'm just going to laugh.
Non ha capito καμιά βλακεία. Esta persona λέγεται. Ενώ δεν φαίνεται που είμαστε πετσούμενο. Παρετά.
Anyway, guys. Right.
Καληνύχτα ρε παιδιά. Ήταν πολλά ωραία, γελάσαμε. Ήταν ωραία. Συζητήσαμε τα θέματα που νομίζαμε.
Are you actually playing now after this?
Stefane, we're going to play?
Buongiorno. Adre Tom. Adre
Let me
Figo.
have a look. Let me have a look as well. Okay.
Have a look. Oh.
All right, then. F off. I'm not doing it. All right. Enjoy yourselves. Oh, man.
Ρε, πρόδωσες μας πάλι?
Just go. I'll go and have a look, and I'll call Stefano if I have any trouble with logging.
Listen, you guys are having an internal issue here. I'm going, yeah? Safe. Hadi. Bye.
Bye. Yeah. Right. Thank you for everybody for tuning in. Again, I'm going to say it again, subscribe, like, share across all social media platforms. We'll be back next week after the game against IL, probably Wednesday, because we've decided now to do it a day after, just to get a chance for everybody to watch us, because I'm guessing if you watch No Chofted and then you watch us, it's a lot of content to watch, so better to do it
in one night.
Yeah.
Live.
Right. Good night, guys. Thank you. And let's get up to 300 by Wednesday. Good night. Good night.
I don't know. I believe